Mm-hmm. Well, let the church say yes. Let the church say yes. Let the church say amen. Listen, listen. If you don't like me, you can always call the bear. Call and tell him, come on, come get his meal. Come on, come on, come on. You can always call the bear. Call him. Wait a minute. But you can't use my phone. Warning. This content creator will not be held responsible if you get eaten alive by that bear. Also, no real bears were harmed during the production. Wait, crayons? Don't talk about crayons. Crayons? Crayons? Hey, are you independent? Do you not need no man? That's fine. You can always call 1-800 Call a Bear. Call a bear. Hook up with your bear today. Warning, this content creator will not be held responsible if you get eaten alive by that bear.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
What's good, everybody? AB Media 83 here, and welcome to the Colosseum. And in case you haven't figured out, today we're going to be talking about, well, Gynocracy Soup. Condensed lies and bullshit. Now with 1,000% extra sodium. Yeah, this is pretty much the Gynocracy in the soup can. But hope everybody's doing all right tonight. We have a lot to cover tonight. A little under the weather here, folks, but we're gonna make it through. So just give me a second and we can get started. But I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. And hopefully you didn't eat too much. But yeah, we got plenty of stuff to go over tonight. There is a shooting in Washington, D.C. We don't have many details, but we do have a bunch of conspiracy theories. So take that however you want to take it. We do have a bunch of conspiracy theories about the thing. So we're going to look at that. We're going to be looking at my playlist here. What else we're going to be talking about tonight? We were talking about how 9 black women fucked around and found out the cause of being in the Gynocracy. Got to talk about that. They were at a restaurant. They were minding their business, and 2 black women got in a fight. So because those 2 black women got in a fight, they all got kicked out of the restaurant and told we're kicking you out because people like you fight like that. show, Sister's reputation is coming back to bite them in the ass. So yeah, we have plenty to talk about tonight. But without further ado, let me go on and drop the link, and you brothers are coming up because this is your time too. So let's go to copy and go to comments, and y'all can come up now. Let me prepare my screen. I don't necessarily have a presentation for you tonight. Well, at least a new presentation, but anyway, let us go to share screen, and we're going to hold on, wait a minute. Give me just a second here, folks. Get this set up right. Close that out. Put back the full playlist. But first, we're going to start off with we're going to start off with this one, and we're going to make sure the sound's up. Come on. Okay, that's the one we're going to start with. All right. Now we can get started. Okay. There we go.
Cork and Bull Chop House in Chesapeake, Virginia, because two unrelated black people that they didn't even know got into a physical altercation with each other, and the restaurant has done nothing about it.
You telling me we got to go? You saying we got to go? Hold on, y'all. The girl went out. They went out for their Friendsgiving or whatever, right, y'all? You know everybody's doing Friendsgiving. It's almost Thanksgiving. You go do gifts. You know, do some little cute little stuff. So this
One day, Craig. One day.
girl, her little secret, her little circle of friends or whatever, they go to this restaurant. So they get to the restaurant or whatever. They just really get into the restaurant because they just now getting their drink. So they chilling or whatever, little gifts or something. You know, they just chilling. They got some gift bags on the table, whatever. They ready to have a good time. So while they sitting there, a fight breaks out between two other African-American girls. They a little bit over to the right. They fight. I'm talking about them girls. I don't know what they was fighting about. It must have been a man, but I tell you, they was just. I mean, it was stuff flying. I mean, it was a lot going on. Looked like the girl was bent over. It's showing everything. I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, but hold on. Oh, y'all. The managers come, the workers come, everybody comes. They break the fight up. They done broke the fight up. Then they get the girls gone, all this or whatever. So you know, little friends over there having their Friendsgiving. They thinking they got to, order, chill, have a good night. Y'all, the manager came up to them and was like, y'all gotta go. Oh, they like, wait, what? Why do we gotta go?
Think about that for a minute. Friendsgiving. Who ever heard of such? Whoever heard of such?
He talking about y'all like to fight. I guess he wasn't doing it last night. He wasn't doing it that night. Y'all not gonna be up. How you going?
Gotta head over to Chesapeake, where a group of 9 black women got together to celebrate Friendsgiving at a local restaurant. The restaurant is called Cork and Bull. It's supposed to be a nice establishment. They didn't even have much time to get comfortable because when they got there, next thing you know, they looked up and 2 other black women were fighting in the restaurant right in front of their table and other tables as well. After the women stopped fighting and fled the restaurant, the manager came over to the other group of black women and told them they had to leave, refused to serve them, and just them, by the way, nobody else. And the reason management gave them was because, quote, y'all like to fight. Remember, this is not the same group. They straight up embarrassed 9 women that had nothing to do with the fight and didn't know the other group at all. Now, you have a lot of people trying to defend the restaurant, saying, yeah, they were all there together. That's why they kicked them all out. See, they have empty seats at their table, and those empty seats had to be the seats for the two black women fighting. Well, before we go too deep in the story, take a look at Exhibit A. This right here is from the security footage from the restaurant, clearly showing two different parties unrelated to each other, not even communicating with each other. They're so far apart. Obviously, you can see the 9 women, the large group, they all sat together. And then the 2 women fighting, they had another group at a smaller table. None of these tables are connected whatsoever. They have nothing to do with each other. So let's go ahead and put that.
Yep. Namer, pretty much guilt by association. That gets hold on, wait a minute. That gets let the church say yes. Let the church say yes. Let the church say amen. Well, let the church say yes. Let the church say yes. Let the church say amen.
At rest, because sitting up here making up lies just to manufacture a narrative, that's not necessary. Yeah, so now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and move on with the story. But first, take a second to make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Shout out to everybody watching from Hampton Roads, Chesapeake, Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Newport News, Hampton, all the surrounding areas. If you're watching from VA, drop Virginia below in the comments. Won't waste any time, let's go ahead and get into it.
Now, a place in Chesapeake known for fine dining was the backdrop for some rude behavior that got physical. These images of 2 women fighting from earlier this month are making the rounds on social media. But the story is a...
See, some black women think there ain't a price to pay for being in the gynocracy. Now, was it right that these ladies got kicked out because of these 2 ladies? No. But the stereotype is real. And now y'all starting to feel what black men have felt for many years now.
A group of 9 other women who say they were kicked out of the restaurant in what they call an act of discrimination. Markeisha Jackson has the story you'll see only on 10.
That fight happened inside of Cork and Bull Chop House. After things settled down, a group of other women who were not involved in the fight were told they had to leave the establishment, a statement they feel was made based on the color of their skin. What was supposed to be a night of fellowship for this group of women
turned into a night of hurt, embarrassment, and pure humiliation.
The 9 women had chosen to have a Friendsgiving dinner at Cork and Bull.
We only had time to order our drinks, and a fight broke out.
Friendsgiving dinner.
Between 2 African...
Where the men? Oops, let me shut up.
American women that had nothing to do with us.
Somebody break it up.
And no, I'm not showing the fight here, but I'll leave the link below. The lady a part of the uninvolved party of 9, I know she was telling somebody to break it up. And come...
Yeah, that fight was a little raunchy. I'm not showing it either. Yeah, no, we're not showing that fight. It was a little raunchy. One of the ladies had a short dress on. We are not showing that fight.
Come on, do you really expect people to get in the middle of 2 Keishas fighting what's supposed to be a nice restaurant? Well, of course, nobody's volunteering to referee a fight match when they're paying their money and put on their nice clothes to have a nice dinner. I see she didn't get her behind up to break up the fight. And no, I don't blame her, but why are you yelling for somebody else to break it up? I mean, you know exactly why nobody's breaking it up. It's the same reason why you sat there at the table and didn't break it up either. No shade, I'm just being honest. That's my observation. Nobody was about to get up to stop that fight, just like you didn't get up from the table to stop it either.
This is video of the altercation. The 9 women say it happened between guests at a table that was across the room. The 2 women seen throwing blows ultimately left before authorities arrived. But somehow, restaurant staff thought these 9 women who were still inside were somehow involved and told them to leave too.
And that's a lie, news reporter lady. They didn't somehow think they were involved. The restaurant staff was fully aware they were not involved. They came in as 2 different parties under 2 different names, 2 different groups, and they were seated at 2 different tables. Once again, here's the security footage from that restaurant. They didn't somehow think they were involved. They knew they weren't related at all. And that right there is why the restaurant about to get their britches sewed off.
So I asked why. And he responded saying, because you all like to fight. And they made us leave and get up in front of all the other patrons in the restaurant.
We were really in like a negative spotlight at that moment, and it was all eyes on us. It was very embarrassing.
The 9 ladies are now pursuing legal action. Their lawyer sat down with us.
Just because you have employees that might have made a bad judgment one night, that could turn into 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights. It has to stop.
The women say the restaurant staff has not reached out to provide an apology or update.
All 9 of these ladies were treated more harshly than the 2 people who were actually engaged in the misdemeanor action.
The attorney called it a misdemeanor action instead of what it really was, a fight. It almost sounds like she's defending her innocent clients and at the same time putting the cape
What's good? McTown, peace, good brother. Art Newstall in the building.
on for the women who actually caused the chaos in the first place. By using softer language, she's minimizing the seriousness of their actions. And honestly, that's part of the problem. Condoning, downplaying, or excusing bad behavior is exactly how negative stereotypes about us continue to get recycled. That's why it's important to call wrongdoing exactly what it is. Separate ourselves from it, not sugarcoat it. But the wild part is the attorney, she's speaking as if she's defending both groups. And look, reality is simple. Just like both parties aren't guilty, both parties aren't innocent either. Listen, everybody can't be guilty, everybody can't be innocent, and everybody can't be a victim. Her job in this case is not to defend a bunch of wild flamingos clearly out of order at that restaurant. Nah, her job is to lay out the case for her clients who are innocent in this situation and prove they were victims of discrimination.
Their lawyer says they want accountability and justice.
We can say this is discrimination. We can say this violates the Equal Protection Clause. They have said enough is enough, and we're not going to take it.
Treat your customers with dignity and respect.
We did reach out to the owners of Cork and Bull Chop House as well as the general manager for comment, but we have not heard back. In Chesapeake, Markeisha Jackson, 10 on your side.
Y'all see the video of them black women that was fighting in a nice restaurant and they booty cheeks was all out and like chesticles was exposed? A group of black women that had just sat down and were not served yet.
Yeah, like I said, we're not showing that fight. We're not showing that fight. It got raunchy. We're not showing that fight. If you want to look up that fight, there are plenty of videos online. If you want to look at that, there's plenty of videos online, but we're not showing that fight tonight.
And like a fight broke out right in front of them, and they were like, "Oh, should we jump in to help them and break it up?" And they was like, "Girl, this ain't got nothing to do with us. Let's just sit right here and wait for them to, handle that." So ultimately, the staff went and handled it, got them people up out of there, and then when it was their turn to get started, they came around and was like, "Yeah, we're not serving you because like your kind like to fight." And these black women were appalled. They were like, "I cannot believe this is happening to us. They really throwing us out." And I'm like, dang, black fatigue is through the roof. Like, they was completely sick of y'all. And I'm not even being funny. Like, the woman that was fighting, they was like big, thick women. Looked like they had some bad BBLs, probably in there fighting over some baby daddy or whatever. But like, whole booty cheeks was out, y'all. Fat chesticles. It was looking nasty and sloppy. Like, one of them looked like she had a little dress on, and the other one had like BBL clothing or like some cheap workout gear. It was just bad. Situation that made it to the news, and like it got all these white apologists outside of the restaurant, like letting these people know like you're not going to treat black women like this. And I am just cracking up. This is another reason why some people do not eat at places that do not require a dress code. Like, I will eat in the house or get my food to go at certain places once I start noticing that there's certain characters up in there. And it looked like this was a pretty decent or nice restaurant. Like, why does this girl look like she were?
Well, speaking of soup, this episode of Colosseum Night has been brought to you by Gynocracy Soup. This flavor is condensed lies and bullshit. Now with 1,000% extra sodium. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the Cash App, support the show. Hit that super chat and support the show. We got Gynocracy Soup here for you. Remember, according to Gynocracy Soup, the black woman is God. Anyway, Let's get back to the video.
Wearing a workout outfit. She came there on a mission. I don't care. I started paying attention to the clientele up in there. Like once certain people start sliding up in there with certain attire, I'd be like, this is not where I want to be seen. Time to go.
That is so embarrassing. Thank God, you helped me with that. Plus, I'm older now. But this one thing I want to say: if you know you don't have no penny,
we could talk to AI. If you want to come up, brother, we could talk some AI. I don't have an issue with that. Yeah, the link's in the chat. If you want to come up and talk about AI, we'll shut this. I can shut this down. We can talk about AI for a little bit.
pennies on, okay? You're gonna have to catch the bitch next time. Okay, I'm gonna catch him next time. If you know you have on something and you don't have don't fight. Even braids too. I'm gonna have to catch you next time, but I'm gonna catch you. You know what I'm saying? Unless somebody end up hitting you and then you have to do what you have to do. I understand it. But this is like the third person I've seen bust wide open. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then on top of it, like a nice restaurant. Then the lady that's telling the story, I'm gonna tell y'all what she said. She said the manager came over and she didn't have nothing to do with nothing and told them, "We not serving y'all. Y'all can leave." Like as if they didn't want them there either, and they didn't even do anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm wondering what happened. Because she don't know exactly what happened, why they was fighting. Could have been two friends.
And that's what's annoying about the whole situation. You don't know anything about the women fighting or why. They left before police could even get there. They faced no consequences at all for their actions. And instead, the only group to face backlash, embarrassment, or any consequences happened to be the 9 women that had absolutely nothing to do with this. And I'm telling you, this restaurant is going to have to pay all 9 of them. By the time this is all over, they probably won't even have a restaurant. And the fact that they still haven't responded, their silence says everything.
My question is, how are they going to kick out these people? Because
hey, what's going on, Namer?
Hey, what's going on? Can we just say that this is a case of being wrongfully accused? Not falsely, but wrongfully accused. Yeah.
To a degree, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they have every right to sue. But on the other hand, they now know what it feels like. Black men deal with this all the time.
Getting profiled and whatnot? Yeah, every time. I mean, the only difference is y'all get seen as a threat no matter what, no matter how old you are.
Mm-hmm.
Women are just seen, just think that women are just violent. You think women are for the most part still women. So they give them the vagina pass. But for you guys, no matter whether you're 2, 12, 20, no matter how old you are, you're always going to be perceived as a threat. As soon as you start walking.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, no matter what day it is, but no matter whether or not we're responsible for it or not, we get the.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
I got to bring up a quote if that's possible.
Sure.
I remember when Bill Cosby was had that book called Wake Up People. He was talking about telling people the pound cake speech where telling people to pull up their pants.
Yeah.
I remember there was a meme. It was a meme of Dave Chappelle, performing on stage, and there was a quote from him. He said, "I don't think pulling our pants is going to make any difference because at the end of the day, if you remember back in the day, they were lynching us whether we were wearing overalls or if we came home from World War II and in full uniforms, or if we were, sagging our pants. No matter what it is, I don't think the problem is with us. It's with them. Because they're not looking at you how you dress. They're looking at you at your skin color, and they realize black automatically a threat. In in fact, also I remember when what's his name, Morgan Freeman did that 60-minute interview with the late Mike Wallace, excuse me,
Mm-hmm.
and he said like, how about we raised him by saying you address me not as a black man but as Morgan, and I see that as not as I don't see you as a white man but as Mike Wallace, excuse me, small hat, but Mike Wallace. I'm like, it doesn't work like that because the first thing they see when they look at you is your skin color.
Mm-hmm.
That is just part of human nature, unfortunately.
Sadly.
Yeah. Oh, nice avatar, by the way.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah,
unfortunately, yeah.
BGS did a little rant on Pearl. We'll go to that in a minute. But
yeah, I hope he's okay after that. You know, he wanted to get a hard drink. I can understand why some people get driven to drink.
Mm. Yeah, he went off on May earlier today too. So
what happened this time?
Kate Tankers came up on his Master Teacher Response channel earlier today.
Oh shit! Yeah.
But
the trolls are coming out.
Yeah, we have a guest. What's going on, McTow?
How's it going, everyone? Can you hear me?
Yes, you're good.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, hello there. First time meeting you.
No, we met before. It's just been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Like a year,
okay.
year and a half.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, what part of AI did you want to get into?
Are you using it? Any agent, agentic workflows, anything?
No, I'm not necessarily using any agent. I'm using it in my graphic design work.
What about you, Namla?
Me personally, no. I'm not into programming actually.
I'm definitely using Copilot for when I'm coding.
Okay.
I love it, especially the new Visual Studio. We have the chat bot built in, so I don't have to go to outside sources to look something up. And it also helps. It significantly helps when you're debugging a program and you have an error. It'll give you a list of things to do. It's very helpful.
Excuse me, MGTOW Universe, if you could please refresh my memory on something.
Okay.
What is your background exactly? It's in. I know it's in computer science, but what exactly are you talking? Cybersecurity, computer graphics, programming. What exactly?
No. Well, in my bachelor's, I didn't have any area of expertise. I did have like a few AI courses, but I'm learning it, self-learning it right now, and I'm gonna hopefully start my master's program at top of the year for computer science, specializing in AI and machine learning. Yeah.
Hey, once you guys get that, once you complete, you're gonna be in high demand, my dude. Just make sure you know where to go, because you got to look at it like a big time free agent looking to score a big contract with a good team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But case in point, this little character on the side here, that was actually part of another image, and using AI, I just clipped them out within seconds.
Okay.
And normally in graphic design would have took probably at least 30 minutes, depending on how you paint it. Layer mask it would have took 20 to 30 minutes to do, but with AI, I can do that in seconds. With any photo that's detailed enough. Sometimes it doesn't get it perfect all the time, but if your photo's detailed enough, you can cut stuff off. And with the new Affinity that came out, I actually vectorized this, and I can change the colors easily.
Okay.
Yeah, I might be done with Photoshop, as much as it hurts me to say that. Because with like between Affinity and Banana Pro,
oh my gosh,
I don't really need it.
That new Affinity is a life sin. They did what I've always dreamed of. They combined Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign into one program. And you just mix and match what you need.
Mhm. If I may say something here, not to be the devil's advocate, but with these types of advancements, there are certain skills that you guys are going to have to give up, right? And there's younger generations who don't know some of the old school techniques that need to be taught, still need to be maintained just in case. Like, you know, AI goes haywire, at least you guys have something to fall back on.
So calm down.
Mm-hmm. I know. I'm just thinking several steps ahead. That's all.
Yeah. We haven't necessarily got there yet, and I hope we don't get there. You know, there's some skills that these kids need to know. Otherwise, they're gonna suffer. AI. I don't think AI should be used as a crutch.
Yeah,
I
mean,
disagree on both points.
Okay.
I am not. I've said many times I am not a fan of just in case learning. There's always zombie apocalypse scenarios. I'm not worried about if the power goes out or the zombie apocalypse or anything like that. I'll worry about that when and if it happens. Now, is there a cost to that? Yeah, because I'll be behind the 8 ball if there was a zombie apocalypse or if we did have an energy crisis or something like that. Right? Because now, for the people that did prep, they did do the just in case learning. I'm going to be behind them, and you're talking about lives. But I am betting in the future, based off of past, that won't happen. Now, as far as AI being a crutch, I'll answer your question with a question. Since AI or the many AI tools and chatbots and agents that are available in the real world, why would we not use any and all tools that are available to us at all times?
I think we should. Even certain.
We should. I'm not saying we shouldn't, but
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. We have to preserve certain techniques from the past because we can at least learn from them and modify them because we still have much to learn from the past.
Like what?
Well, sometimes the thing with with using AI, sometimes it when it becomes like mainstream, you lose the capacity to think outside the box, and you become too reliant. Like like I said about the whole thing about being a crutch.
Let me give an example for myself. Transitioning from doing everything manual to 2.5, let's just even say 3 years ago. Since AI, I've lost not the intuition, but like if you would have asked me to code like a website off the top, I could do it, but it'll probably take me like a few hours to do it. But then again, that just happens. At first, I was like,
I'm not going to lie. Okay, I'm not going for the record. I'm not going to lie to you. If I had to build a website right now, yes, I would throw that into a chatbot. Because it builds enough of it fast enough. I could just modify the rest of it.
Right. So
I don't have to worry about making sure it's I can optimize it for mobile when I type it up and all that. Yeah.
In my case, I guess it's because like I like to be very hands-on, and you could say I'm very controlling, but I just like having things done a particular way, and that's just my little quirk.
I'm that way when it comes to music production. The only like Suno. I don't know if you all have heard of Suno. They just got in a settlement with WMG, Warner Brothers. I'm that way with music production. I like to use my own sample libraries. I use Suno for like the acapella stuff, but other than that, I just like to make the beats myself. So I probably won't give that up. Just simply for control. But as far as like programming and what's up, BJ? As far as like programming and like notes and note synthesis and creating content, I'm not doing that manually anymore. Not a chance.
That's fair enough.
It depends on your depth of what you're trying to get into, because anytime you summarize something just like Cliff Notes, you're going to miss shit. okay, and insight. Because I do this shit for a living, and trust and believe to synthesize the notes and try to condense it. Okay, you got to read. There's a reason you have to read the material because you're gonna miss something.
The devil's always in the details, as
There was
they
always
say.
always in the details. I just did this with my grandson. Okay, There's a reason that you have to read the material.
Yes.
Right.
Because you will miss something. Yeah. Yep.
Because we can't have the AI interpret what you want out of that material. You have to read the material. Okay, you can skate by and give a gloss over stuff and give give everybody else's opinion of what the material was read, but thing is, it's not going to be your opinion of the material because you didn't read it. You got to read the material.
Well, you're going to miss something even if you do read it because most of us don't have perfect recall.
It's not recall. Okay, there's stuff. Okay, if you do research, because I do research. Okay. And your insight, there's stuff that's going to jump out at you inside the material that won't occur to anybody else. Okay. If you don't read material and you go by an AI, your insight is not going to be inside that summary. Okay, that's AI summary. You got to read your material. It depends on your depth. If you just want to give a quick answer, because you ain't got time, that's fine. Okay, but thing is like reading Cliff Notes, not the same as reading the material.
Cliff Notes has gotten me through a lot of classes, though.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, depending on what your depth is. Okay, and the thing is, what I don't understand. If you're just trying to get through a fucking class to get a degree, get a certificate, that's fine. Okay, but the thing is, a lot of these kids you're spending $100,000 to do what? Okay, you're not training your mind. The college is there to train your mind. If you don't train your mind, you wasted your money. You don't need college for that shit.
Yeah.
You can. I trust and believe. Under COVID, when we had a lockdown and have kids learn from the goddamn computer, I had to do this 2 years with my grandson. The shit don't work. That's how come all those kids regressed. Every last one of them, they regressed.
Well, I can't speak for kids, but it works plenty for me.
I talk to these MGTOW Universe. I talk to these motherfuckers all the time. Okay, no, it doesn't.
Well, I can't speak for them, but it works perfectly for me. And the reason why I advocate for using agentic workflows when it comes to note synthesis, you're not working on a paper by paper basis. You're working on a group of papers or a group of courses, and you can recycle that or you can form it however you want. It's just a different way of organizing information instead of doing it manually.
It doesn't take the place of doing the shit manually, does it? Acquiring information.
It does for me.
No, it doesn't. Okay, what it does is it gives you a shortcut, but it doesn't. If you actually went in and actually read all those papers, you have a different understanding than what the AI actually gave you.
If I was to read all those papers, it would take me years. Versus a week.
You still have a deeper understanding. You could read 10 papers. Okay, 10 papers on your own, you get a better understanding than what the AI gave you. I know that for a fact.
I don't disagree. I don't agree with that.
You don't have to agree with it. I do this shit. That's how I know.
I do this too.
No, I do this stuff. What do you think I do for a living, man?
I don't know what you do for a living.
On these airwaves, I do research. Okay, I know.
Okay.
I've done both. I know what it misses. Because I've done it. I've asked AI questions and stuff like that. They give me something back, and I go in. I say, now give me where you got it from. Okay, my interpretation is always different from the AI's.
That's fine.
Yeah, this is
it's a tool, not a replacement.
Yeah, this is a copy.
It can be both. Sometimes it can be true at the same time.
Even Microsoft is telling you, okay? Even the Microsoft engineers are telling you it's a tool, not a replacement for you, for knowledge. It's not.
Yes. Case in point, this is Visual Studio 2026. See the Copilot chat right here? See what's under the Copilot? This little line right here. I might make mistakes, so check for accuracy.
Yeah,
and you have to have the knowledge of the material that you you have to have knowledge. This is coming from the Microsoft engineers that actually put the shit together. Okay, it's not. This is coming from the people that actually build these things into existence. Okay, they tell you this.
Yeah.
So it's not just me. Go ahead.
And I can tell you that little line right there keeps them from getting sued.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
this isn't 2023 anymore. I mean, bots gotten a lot better. A lot better.
They will get better, but they're not there yet. What I'm saying is, and the thing is, what it's a tool. What are you using it for? Okay.
Everything.
No, you
all
can't
the
use
time.
it for. You can't use it for everything. Okay?
Like Ella can't. I've been
No,
doing
you
it for
can't.
the past year and a half.
You can't. You for your workflow, it might for most people it doesn't work that way. You can't use it for everything.
I can't speak for most people.
Okay. Basically, your health, all that kind of stuff. You're gonna have to come in contact with an expert that's human. Okay, at some point.
Yes.
Could you talk about how artificial intelligence, robotics, interesting robot? Jensen has put everyone on notice that physical labor is not safe either.
Yeah, physical labor is not safe.
Yeah, they have the robotics.
For what? In regards to what professions are we talking about here?
Okay. The thing is, okay, and this is something, because AB knows how deep we are into this stuff and the workflows and the people and how these systems are being put together. Okay, there's number one goddamn thing. You have to have the infrastructure. Number one, to actually put all these things out there. Okay, they don't have it yet. That's not going to recruit in all these people with blue collar skills to actually go back and actually build the infrastructure to actually allow these things to operate, because it's not there.
Yeah,
and then you have to have the energy built out to actually keep these systems going, because these systems take as much or more energy than actual human beings. So there's a whole bunch of things that actually go into putting these systems together to actually have them work. It's not that as easy as people make it sound.
Yeah, you have to keep in mind the stuff you're seeing over with robotics in China.
Yeah,
stuff you're seeing over in China, they have the infrastructure to do that. We do not.
They're building it. Even they will tell you the exact same thing. Okay, you have to use AI as a tool, okay, and not as a crutch. And what human beings wind up doing is using AI as a crutch. Okay,
of course.
And that's already causing kids and people to be dumbed down as we speak. Okay.
You have a person in the waiting room, AB. I don't know if you saw that message.
Hold on, wait a minute.
No, I think we should use all available tools to us at all times.
Right.
I don't believe in nerfing myself for the sake of old times.
Say it again. You should be able to use all available what?
Tools.
As tools, so not replacements.
Yes. We're just playing with words at this point.
No, we're not. We're not.
They're called tools or whatever you call them.
No.
I use them all the time. It doesn't matter what you call them.
Your tools are not replacement for the brain matter between your ears. Okay.
No, they're not.
Even if you do use prompts, okay. Prompts have to be
as Activision.
Yeah.
And I'm dead serious about that. As Activision.
Yeah.
AI has helped me get organized.
When
I'm doing my game notes and such, it's cut my prep time down.
Yes, tool.
I still look a lot of stuff and confirm a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I still call people. I still call athletic directors and such.
Yeah.
Just to make sure. But it's cut down on a lot of my prep time.
They still have human beings over, even it's like Tether, okay? They still have human beings that have to check that shit, man. They don't let it run wild. Okay.
Speaking of checking, Snowman, your thoughts on the Chicago Bears? They've been killing it, man. I thought
Smoke screen. I don't. You know what? Let me put it like this. They were impressive in beating the world champion Eagles in their house.
Okay.
When you run for 200, when you run for 281 yards as a team,
that's impressive.
You're going to win. That's what teams in the NFL need to do more of. That's running the football.
Yeah.
For the longest time, the Bears have been afraid to run the football. They weren't afraid on Friday. I'll give them that. Give them that. But me being old and old school, and BGS, I know you'll appreciate what I'm about to say next. Win in January. Then I'll say something.
You can tell a lot of times you can if most teams that win have a decent running back and a pretty good front line. Okay, and that is what's separating the winners from the losers. Okay.
Yes.
All the time.
If you have a running game and a good front line to put pressure on that quarterback.
If you can win in the trenches each and every week, you're gonna win. You're not only gonna win August through December, you're gonna win in January.
Yeah,
because your line will be your line will be tested, your line will be ready, and your line will not be afraid.
They don't even pretend. They don't even pretend to run on a lot of these series. Okay, they don't even pretend to run. They're like their running back is either there to block or either there to be an extra receiver. Okay, they don't even pretend to run.
You know a position that's eliminated. You know a position that's eliminated with a lot of teams. Fullback.
Oh, fullback. Yeah.
Fullback.
Oh yeah. When I play in NCAA or at Madden, I use that fullback. If there's not a fullback on the team, I will go get one.
There was a fullback that the Bears had for many, many years by the name of Matt Suey, who blocked for Walter Payton, later Neil Anderson.
Yeah, man, they're using them as extra receivers, slot receivers. Yeah, that's what they're using them as. That's why the NFL is looking a lot like the NBA.
Yeah,
because it looks like video game. It looks like video game.
They want to play fast break on grass.
Yeah.
Every team has a version of an offense that Bill Walsh perfected, which is the West Coast offense.
Yeah.
But what a lot of teams forget,
he had a running back.
What a lot of teams forget in the West Coast offense, it's not predicated on the pass. When Bill Walsh perfected the West Coast offense with the 49ers, it was perfected on the run.
On the run, yeah.
It was predicated on running the football.
Yes. Yeah.
That's who was the main guy that they run the ball with?
Roger Craig.
Yeah,
Mr. The original 1,000 for 1,000.
Had a lot of off tackle runs with Roger Craig and people like that. Yeah, and Wendell Tyler. And
that's why the slant was able to open. That's why the sideline deep pass was ready to open. 49ers did all that shit in the 80s. Yeah. They perfected the West Coast offense, and now every team wants to play fast break on grass, and they only show the running back with not actually running the football.
Hey, BGS, you recover from your session with
May,
the cantankerous Gynocracy?
I call her curmudgeon, and and she said, "What's that?"
How dare you?
I said, "You baby, you got
not.
You have 3 master's degrees. You don't know what a curmudgeon is."
Yeah, that tells you where her degrees are focused on.
I don't, that's what. Because she uses her education as a weapon, as a weapon, right?
As a flex.
So as a flex, right? So I challenge her education, and she don't like that. Okay.
Yeah. In fact, BGS, I got you a new mantra.
I laugh at these heifers talking about they got a master's. I'm like, okay, and
that's what Charles would. Charles had 3 girlfriends quit on him because they got on a panel with me and Charles, and they got embarrassed, and they said so. One was a PhD candidate, and we embarrassed her so bad she blocked Charles after that.
And
I don't blame her.
Speaking of which, I told you this. I'll tell the rest of you guys. My wife is now a PhD candidate herself.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Yay. Cool.
She is through to the dissertation stage, getting a master's in education and business.
Okay. She got Dr. T assigned to reach out to. She got Dr. Neil to reach out to. So if she needs somebody to look at her stuff, tell her, reach out to him.
She knows. She knows about the crew to reach out to.
Okay.
Matter of fact,
and also Art New Style, because he had to go get his degree. Yeah.
I told many people, and I was so excited for her when she gave me the news. You know what? Let me put it in the form of a game. I told so many people I was so excited for Jody when she excuse me, officially became a candidate to get her doctorate. Unfortunately, the news reached the Gynocracy.
And you were so excited you were like the Pointer Sisters, weren't you?
Wait a minute. So Snowman, so basically the Gynocracy heard the news and they were basically like blah 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 blah
yep.
blah 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 blah.
Yep. Matter of fact, to honor BGS, who calls who affectionately calls Jody his white chocolate sister-in-law, to use a couple of words that she used this week against somebody. They heard the news and they thought,
now that's some bull.
Indeed.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I still thank Craig Hewlett for that, man.
Speaking of bullshit.
One at a time.
Oh, go ahead, Snowman. You finish first.
You know, like, well, we went out this week. Jody and I went out after work. We went to. I didn't get a chance to do this last week. We went to Chili's. We were fine. Waitresses, servers, all fine. I turned to my right, and then the Gynocracy walk in. And there was one. I swore she was in Los Angeles. Talons and all.
Oh, she had a talons. She had talons out. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's super gynocrat.
She had the talons all the way out.
Wait a minute, Snowman.
A line of, hang on a minute. Let me set this up.
Okay.
There were a line of tables next to us, empty. There were a few empty tables because a big group had left.
Okay.
Yeah. Where do you think they sat?
Right next to you because they wanted to see.
Oh yes.
Me, next to me.
I'm gonna steal your man, white girl.
I went to the restroom, came back for a moment, came back, and they were sitting down next to us, and Jody and I started snickering, and y'all already know what the question is going to be. And the question is this: what do you think they were thinking?
How dare he be?
One at a time. AB, you go first.
Who that nigga on that nag?
I know. I'm gonna send a picture to his mama.
I'm gonna send a picture to his sister, for that matter.
And you know what's bad? They did have their phones out. They were scrolling through them. I don't know how.
No, they were taking pictures. They're recording y'all.
They were. I know.
Wait a minute.
Hey, a black man and a white woman out in the wild. Okay.
And
you and Jody gonna wind up on nature, man.
If we're not there already.
If you're not there already.
Fuck. I mean, we've been married almost. We've been married almost. Wait a minute. Been married almost 7 years. Together almost 8 years. We lived in the South for 2.5 years. We're not on nature already.
we observing the mating ritual between an American black man and an American white woman out in the wild. Okay.
They're actually.
Wait, BJs, you need the whatchamacallit, Sir David Attenborough voice for that.
I'll give an answer of my own. They're actually laughing.
What kind of cultural bridges have they crossed to get to this point? Interesting.
Why does this look like a scene out of a remake from Mandingo all of a sudden?
Oh God!
I remember that movie.
Is the movie Get Out based on their life story?
Oh my God!
Wait, no. BGS. You know what this is?
What?
This is Jungle Fever. 20 years later.
given our age, I think that applies here.
They said, that's a white woman. I said the same thing when I was doing Pearl's thing. Okay, that's a white woman.
We did do
Wait. BBS. Okay. I'm sure one of those heifers was probably your spirit animal. She was looking at this and saying, "Oh, now this is straight up some bullshit."
I tell you, the one who was staring at me the most, not the one with the talons, the one with the braids disguised as a weave. The one that was like really down to her back. I mean, they were looking.
Oh yeah.
They were
the assigned spies. Okay, the one.
Oh
with the
yeah.
talent. She's the queen.
Oh yeah.
She can't be bothered. She can't be bothered.
They can't be bothered with people that are actually happy. And Jody had made a joke that had me cracking up laughing. I turned to my right, and they just had this look on their face, gentlemen.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They just had this look, and we got our to-go boxes, and we were walking out, and we were especially walking slowly because we were ready for them to turn around and say something because we've been through this shit, right? They just looked, and their mouths wrinkled every second we were walking away, got out to the truck, climbed in, and laughed our ass off.
Wait a minute, she's 5'3". How hard is it for her to climb into the truck?
Oh, it's pretty easy. There's a running board. It's pretty easy.
Yeah. Okay.
It's pretty easy. You know, there's a step for her to climb in the truck.
It better be.
Okay.
They needed to be. When she bought it,
Yeah.
when she bought that, because it's a Nissan Armada. When she bought it, rolled up in the driveway, and she comes in with this big smile on her face, and she showed me the truck, and I said, "Baby, how do you get in here?" And then she opened the door, she stepped up, and she got in the truck, and I said, "Okay." I climbed in the other side, and I said, let's go for a ride." All right.
Hey, it's not. Hey, at least look on the bright side. At least it's not like Gabriel Iglesias in a Beetle.
Oh God.
They just got a running joke about that.
Look, I've been in one of those goddamn things. I've been in a Chevrolet Chevelle. Shit, the Chevelle was what I learned to drive in because of driver's ed.
Everybody have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Oh, I had a great Thanksgiving. I got.
You and Jody were cooking, right?
We were cook. The family owns a skating rink, so we hosted it there.
Okay.
And everybody was coming in and bringing food. We cooked our food and we brought it there. And I got a chance to see my grandbabies, my daughters Crystal and Carson, and they were running around all over the place. And the kids were skating. And my niece comes over and says, why don't you skate, Uncle? I said, I got 2 left feet. My legs aren't working. And if I get on that thing, I'll fall flat on my ass.
Yeah, I'm too old. I can't skate anymore either. So.
I told her those days have really passed me by.
Sounds like a double butch. Okay.
Say again.
I got a bad back. My corn's hurting.
Yep.
Top it off. I'm late.
Yep. And and after what I've been through the last 3 years, I make no bones about it either. But I'll say this though. My youngest niece was trying to chase me around the rink. I said, "You know you're gonna catch me." She said, I'll give you a head start. Me being crazy, I said, all right. So I started walking on the outside around the rink. She zipped through the inside to the other side and was waiting for me. I should have known. I should have known that would happen. She's cracking up laughing. I'm cracking up laughing. But
How old is she?
Jordan is 11.
Oh, Jordanos. Oh, sorry. That's a common name where I'm from. Jordanos. That's how we say Jordan.
Yep.
So yeah, I got a cousin by the name. Yeah, beautiful little girl.
Jordan's 11.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
It can run like the wind.
You got a preteen.
Yep, I do.
Uh-huh.
But that's all right. I love watching them all grow up. I
Yeah,
do.
yeah. Oh, by the way, BTS,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh no.
First of all, I got you your beads. Secondly, I've been thinking. I've been doing some thinking because I understand, you get tired of this shit, and I realize I got a new mantra for you.
What's that?
So repeat after me.
All right.
I am too old for this bullshit.
I am too old for this bullshit.
Wait, hold that thought. Hold that thought.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Sick. You just gave me a piece of gold right there.
You're welcome. Who says I'm not intelligent?
Because Jody says that around the house.
Oh, I'm too old for this bullshit.
Yeah.
Hi, Josie.
Hold on, gentlemen. Before we continue, shout out to Jules who just came up for the $20 cash app.
Hey, right on, Juicy.
Hey.
And Juicy gets
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. You better thank your donors.
subscribe, hit the cash app, support the show, and hit that
Okay.
super chat, support the show.
Anyway.
Wait a minute. This episode of Colosseum has been brought to you by Gynocracy Soup. This flavor is condensed lies and bullshit. now with 1,000% extra sodium.
Oh my lord! Yeah.
Gynocracy Soup. Well, yeah, we had a bowl of it today. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, the mantra is a lot more than that. The mantra goes like this. I am too old for this bullshit. I ain't got time for this bullshit. I don't need this bullshit. And like Johnny Witherspoon and Friday, I just took a good long shit because I need to be free of this bullshit.
Hey BGS, give me part of that mantra so I'm gonna record it and put it in my sound base.
Okay. I said, I'm too old for this bullshit.
You can thank Danny Glover for that and Charlie Brown, I'm getting too old for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I got it.
Yeah.
StreamYard got sound effects now, so I've been taking advantage of that.
Oh, do they? Oh, they got canned sound. Well, they should. We pay enough for this shit. They should add some features.
Yeah, but here's some of my.
Oh, okay. The echo effect.
No.
All right.
You big dummy.
Shout out to Obsidian. He used to do this all the time.
Oh yeah, I take it into CapCut and you can add the echo effects.
The effect, yeah.
Oh, here's my favorite for these heavy to think we want them. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me.
I'm taking it that you got inspired by Obsidian because remember Obsidian back in the day would go cuts.
With the echo.
Cuts. Yeah.
Yep.
I got this one.
I think I actually have that one.
Cut. Oh yeah. Yeah, I asked him. Did you get the cuts?
Yes. Yes. Amen.
I got this one specifically for Roly Poly.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Oh boy. You
yes, master. Yes, master.
I think Craig had one in the chat. Had one in the chat page. He said when I was telling my story, paging Dr. Umar. He had one of that was in the chat earlier tonight.
Asian Dr. Umar.
And I got this one for this is straight from the blah 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 blah.
It does sound like that.
It's straight from the pedigree.
It does sound like that's how come I had to, you know, cut
Mhm.
May off because she want to ramble. I said, "Come on, baby,
Yeah.
you're in." I said, "You're on a show, okay? You can't go into a whole dialogue, okay? You're gonna have to answer a question." And she never
Yeah,
answered the question anyway.
it's very hard listening to her.
She doesn't want to answer.
She just,
Man.
Yeah,
she just wants to
She's
talk.
good at what's it called?
she wants to be right. Go ahead.
Filibustering. She's good at filibustering.
Yeah, filibustering. Yeah, she want to be right, and she gets. They used to do this all the time, right? Somebody gets trapped, and they know what the answer is, but they don't want to admit the answer, so
They don't want to admit the
keep
answer.
talking.
Yeah.
They don't want to admit the answer, nor do they want to admit that they're wrong.
No, especially black women. Okay,
exactly.
Oh,
that's
What's
why you
up,
have.
Jules?
That's why you have to trap them. Like on the women's channel, you trap them, right? I let them talk how they feel, blah blah blah, and I let them talk for like 10 minutes and then circle back.
Yeah, yeah.
This is psychological. This is basically intellectual jujitsu you play with.
It
Basically, it's like
it is
because when they try to take you, it's like MMA. Like when a wrestler goes against a jujitsu practitioner, you take him down. You're not the wrestler may have the top position, but jujitsu fighters know how to fight off their back. So you think you got me, but I'm just setting you up for certain traps. An armbar here, a guillotine, and that's such.
It's more. It's closer to judo than jujitsu. It's because you use their own intellectual weight against them.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, that's Aikido actually, but okay.
No, well, that's judo.
Judo has the same principles.
It's principles.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's
right.
You're using their momentum and weight against them. Yeah.
Somebody tried that with me some time ago on my show, trying to tell me, and BGS, you're in California, so you'll get a kick out of this.
Okay.
They tried to tell me that Candlestick Park was in Oakland and
What?
not San Francisco.
No, that was in San Francisco.
It was on the bay. It's on the San Francisco Bay.
I was working at Enterprise when this fight with the gynocratic bullshit happened.
Yeah.
Driving around, we're having conversation about football. And I told her about my love for the 49ers and how it started. And she says, "Have you ever been to a game?" I said, "No, unfortunately, I never made it out to Candlestick Park." Her next question to me was, "Oh, so you never made it out to Oakland?"
No, they don't. They tell you the knowledge when they say
other side of the bay. Other side of the bay.
I said, Oakland has the Oakland Coliseum. Candlestick Park is in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then she says,
Oakland area.
Then she says, "How do you?" This is May in a nutshell in 2011. How do you know Candlestick Park's in San Francisco? Bitch, because I watched them for 30 years.
They're basically you can damn near jump off the top of Candlestick Park into the Pacific Ocean.
I mean that used to be the thing, was like you would see people out in their kayaks. Waiting. What's his name?
No, that's Pac Bell. That's the Pac Bell Park. Pac Bell Park you're talking about.
Wait a minute.
No, the early.
Hold on. Let me get this straight.
Candlestick Park is right off the ocean.
Candlestick Park was right off the coast.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight now. Your favorite team, San Francisco, is the San Francisco 49ers.
Correct.
He said it was in Oakland. What's that line? I'm about to record that too. What's that line we like to use?
And I just went silent because I had to drive her to the airport, and I said, if I open my mouth, I am turning this car around, and I'm getting out, and I'm having somebody else drive her. But no, it'll get me out. It gets me out of the office. Fuck it, I'll take the drive. And I look back in the rearview mirror, and she had this big old smile on her face. And I said, "You're happy about something."
Yeah.
Let me guess. This is probably one of the most
people will be shocked how much of San Francisco is right off the ocean.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
San Francisco's small as shit. If you were,
I looked at her.
I've been there multiple times. But the thing is, damn near every place in San Francisco you can actually see the ocean.
The ocean.
You can see the water. Yeah.
You can see I looked at her in the rearview mirror. She had this big smile on her face, and I said, "You're happy about something." She says, and I quote, I'm happy I gave another man an education about football.
What?
Oh,
Close quotes.
Yeah, close.
Oh, I was about to ask you, is this one of the so-called most educated?
Yes.
Okay.
I said, I'm going to make one explanation to you. The Oakland Raiders played in the Oakland Coliseum. The Oakland Athletics play in the Oakland Coliseum. They're in Oakland. Every team that's in San Francisco, say the Golden State Warriors, play in San Francisco. Matter of fact, at the time, no, change that. Matter of fact,
the Cow Palace downtown.
The Sharks played at the Cow Palace.
Yes.
The Giants and the 49ers shared Candlestick Park once upon a time.
Yep.
Before the Giants moved to what is now Oracle Park.
Yes.
And she says, you just don't know your sports, do you? And at this time, there's steam coming out of my ears. And I'm like, you don't want to start with me about it.
Yeah.
You really don't. She says, and then she asked the question that broke her. She says, how do you know about all of this? You just drive for a living. Honey.
Oh my God.
I've been a broadcaster longer than you've been alive.
Wait, how old is this woman?
At the time, she was 25.
Oh, yeah. See, right there. Intricate details.
She was 25,
Mm-hmm.
a weave like a sumbitch, and she was one of the quote unquote most educated.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
In other words, had I known y'all back then,
I'm a PhD.
Oh, my God. If I'd have known about all that, I'd have played that sound in my head over and over.
Please.
And on top of that, she asked me, what sports do I cover? I told her what sports I covered. I said the word volleyball because at the time I'd been covering volleyball 15 seasons. 15 seasons.
For high school or college?
Chicago State.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I had covered volleyball 10 seasons at the time.
Okay.
Hold on to your horses, gentlemen, because the next question.
Volleyball is tough to call.
Oh, it is. It's hockey with a net.
With a net.
With a net in the middle. She said, have you ever considered covering women's volleyball?
Come on.
I'm like, oh my fuck. Are you kidding?
Hold on, wait a minute.
Gentlemen, what did I just say? What did I just say a moment ago to this? I said I covered volleyball. In fact, my exact sentence was, quote, I covered women's basketball for 10 years at Chicago State. And then she spat that at me. I just zipped my lips and drove her to the airport. And I couldn't get
it's not like
fast enough.
Yeah.
I could not
no win situation.
No. Trying to tell me, I said if it's an Oak, I asked her, anyone who knows the Oakland Coliseum, the seats are what color? Green, in honor of the Athletics. Anybody who knows Candlestick Park, what color were their seats? Red.
Red.
I said, if the 49ers played in Oakland, how come their seats are red? And if the 49ers played in Oakland, they'd have a problem. She says, why is that? Because the Oakland Raiders play there. It would be it would be something we'd like to call class a scheduling
conflict. Something I'm very familiar with, considering what sports I saw. Oh, by the way, Yamharka or Prusit, which means bless you. To the person who was sneezing. You're welcome.
I told her there would be a ton of scheduling conflict, but because each team plays 8 home games a year. How the hell are the Oakland Athletics and the 49ers going to play on the same damn field and considering they're both West Coast teams, class, at the same damn time?
It's a clash of scheduling, a conflict of scheduling right there. This isn't like what the Clippers when they had to share the Staples. No, it's not like the Lakers when they had to share the Staples Center with the Clippers.
Exactly. It's not that. You can't stagger schedule like that, especially with two teams based.
The Chargers and the Rams are going through that right now.
Yeah, they are.
Or like the Jets and Giants in New York, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Excuse me.
Yeah. It used to be that.
Yeah,
system.
Jets and Giants go
Still
through that
now.
MetLife.
Still
They
again.
still go through it at MetLife Stadium. That's why their schedule is staggered. Rams and Chargers are going through that bullshit right now in Inglewood. That's where SoFi is in Inglewood. And I tried to explain to her. I said, "There's no way you can tell me Candlestick Park is in Oakland because there would be a ton of scheduling conflicts. And given the fact that the Athletics play there up until September, there would be even more scheduling conflicts. Plus, given the fact that at the time the Giants were already gone, the Niners had Candlestick Park all to themselves.
Yeah.
And I tried explaining, and then I realized my mistake, and I just shut up for the rest of the ride.
Logic. That was your mistake.
That's the mistake. That's the mistake I realized. Look, I'm using
Snowman
logic to an illogical PhD. And yes, BGS, yes, as I found out later, she was a PhD.
Oh my gosh.
Wait. We need the music. We need the music. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Snowman, you're saying she was a PhD? I need the music.
And the sound you're looking for is.
Well,
you mean this woman was educated?
Neighbor, slow down.
When I found out, I got a couple of other sounds here.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
She sounds like you, big dummy. There's a dummy.
For every dummy, there's a dummy. Dummy. This, when I found out later from a coworker of mine, he asked me, "Did you have to take her to the airport?" Unfortunately, I did. He walked right by me and said, "And to think she has a PhD." I turned around and walked out.
Oh my God.
I'm like, she has a PhD. Wait a minute. And this is where Cole Johnson comes in. She has a PhD? That's a lie. Wait.
It could have been a whole lot worse.
Couple more. She has a PhD?
Now that's some bullshit.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. No, man, I got you. She has a PhD?
What in the all types of blue hell?
And to finish it off, in tribute to Kevin.
God damn it. You can't make this shit up.
Snowman?
You cannot make this up. You just simply. Matter of fact, BGS said it last week. I never got a chance to play it for him. I'll play it for him now.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Hey, BGS. No, he might be busy.
Give him a moment. But I just want to say something to Snowman.
I was
go ahead.
going to ask you, evidently, Jasmine, our favorite minstrel show is now claiming that ICE is like slave catchers.
ICE is like slave catchers. What?
I'm sorry. What?
She's comparing ICE to slave catchers back in the day that caught.
Oh, ICE. Oh, okay. No, come on, Jasmine.
That's a lie. I call it the Butterface Minstrel Show for a reason.
Okay. She's trying to get black people upset and involved. Okay, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. She's
trying to get riled up.
Upset any and everything. Doesn't it seem that way?
Yeah. I don't know why the Latinos getting upset because they knew what he ran on. They still voted him in.
Yeah.
What you getting upset about?
What you mad at Trump for? He told you he was gonna do.
Yeah.
That wasn't a secret.
I mean, it's more public because Trump is more noisy about it, but Obama actually deported more people.
Yes.
He was discreet about it.
Yeah, he was a lot more discreet about it.
Yeah. Him, W was a little more blatant about it in comparison to Obama, but Trump is just over the top with it. He's just blatant. It's all about a show of force at the same time. Because remember, he wants a spectacle.
He was a spectacle. Obama just cut off the money.
Yeah.
Which is the easiest way. And I thought that's what he would do. But Trump likes a show. So
yeah.
Yeah, he needs the attention. That's the thing about him.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah. A second.
Jasmine Crockett didn't just cross the line. She bulldozed it, comparing deportations to slave patrols, calling undocumented immigrants, making America great. Really? Black America has tolerated all this nonsense for well over a year. That's it. Tonight, I'm laying it all out. Let's get into it.
I'll say it again. Donald Trump's mass deportation system makes me think of what a modern day slave patrol would look like. Slave patrols were armed groups in power.
Can I laugh now?
Go ahead.
Wait. I got the perfect response to this. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I may need to put that sound in my sound base.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Good grief.
Yeah. All right. Let's continue.
Powered by the government to control, intimidate, and terrorize people solely based on color. That's what's happening now. Donald Trump is sending mass agents without warrants into communities of color to terrorize the people who live there. And the reason that I want to make sure that I draw out this link, because we heard Maxine say that black and brown is coming together.
Jasmine Crockett is a problem.
I'm sorry. Say wait. Say that again.
Evidently, black and brown are coming together. When?
When?
What do I often say on my morning show, gentlemen? Who told this lie?
Yeah,
and there's a whole lot of line. There's a whole lot of line.
That's a bold-faced lie right there.
Who the fuck
She's
told this lie?
She's a whole problem. Her short ass is full of shit.
Ain't that the truth?
Short ass is
we don't
right.
need to compare slave patrols to ICE. We can compare slave patrols to all them cops that be in the black neighborhood all the time since forever, motherfucker. Yeah, we don't need to jump to these people that are here illegally. See, slave patrols, we ain't got people that did not come here on their own volition. Okay? Slaves didn't want to come here.
Hey, BGS, slave patrols are them heifers that go over to Thailand and the Dominican Republic looking for black men.
Yeah, that's true.
Here. They want to stay home.
They're overseas cock blockers.
Okay? So any comparison between the two is an insult. Please get her out of Congress. Just on that alone. If you can't say that is an insulting thing to say, I got a question. If you support black people at all. There should be no comparison. There are literally black people in America. Slavery never ended. It just changed names. So you can just make the claim. If you want to compare something to slave patrols, just say what's happening right now to black people. That's been happening to black people all this time. That's what they do. Okay. But you don't need to shoehorn in people that cross our border without authorization. That's totally different. They have a warrant.
Yeah.
If they cross more than once, it's now a felony. That's how the law works, lawyer. And I think it's time. It's time. It's way past time. It's way past time, man. If you're a Jasmine Crockett supporter, if you cannot accept what is really going on with her, that she is a phony, a fake, a flake, and that's what she's doing, and she is brazen.
Yeah.
That was brazen. Her job is to undermine blackness and to use blackness for migrants. More than half the people in the district are Hispanics or Latino descent. That's her focus. And she just uses black people.
Yeah.
She leaning on black shit when she needs to save herself. But she is running and she will need the help of them Latinos, and that's who she is campaigning for. That's it. That's all it ever was. Shame on the rest of y'all for not looking that shit up.
Same with Auntie Maxine. Majority of this is Latino.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Let's keep going.
That we are a land of immigrants. It is time to do immigration right. It is time to make sure that we live up to the promise of this country. The idea that someone ran and said that I will get rid of the bad guys, yet we know more than 50% of the people that are currently being detained in custody have no criminal records at all. Zero, nada. So tell me why you are taking those people out of their communities. They are our neighbors. They are our friends. And frankly, they contribute.
Why did you fight for black men like this? Oops, did I say that out loud? All right.
To the fabric of this country. They are what make this country great.
What in the blue hell is that in her hair?
I don't want to know. Don't bother.
I believe that's what we call a symbiont.
Symbiont, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
it's
your
alive.
thuggish ICE
It's
agents
alive.
who
Yes, thank
literally
you.
are spitting on our Constitution, as well as everything that we think patriotism ought to be.
Tim Black's BS detector.
Tim Black's BS detector.
Tim Black's.
You got a BS detector?
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh, where can I get one of those?
They're spitting on our Constitution by doing their jobs and deporting people that are here illegally. Oh, that's spitting on people. Executing a warrant of body attachment or taking them into custody and then finding them fit for removal is against our Constitution. I didn't think it was, Johnson. Where does it say in the Constitution that people that come here illegally get to stay and they don't get to go back home?
Now I'm gonna say apply for political asylum or some shit like that, right?
I didn't see that. Did you see that?
I didn't see that.
No.
No, it's because it doesn't exist. Oh, we need due process. Well, you know what? If you break into my house, I don't owe you due process. I got something for you, though.
No.
Oh yes, I got some.
Okay.
Same here. You break.
You know what I'm saying? We got process for
I got something for you.
people that break into our homes, right? We got something for that works all the time. And we can use it too, Jasmine Crockett. I'm sure you know something about that. Being as though you're from Texas. I mean, Missouri.
Ooh. Oh yeah. For those who don't know, Jasmine Crockett is not originally from Texas at all.
Nope.
No, she's from St. Louis, I think.
Yeah, Missouri.
Maybe for.
You know,
sure it's not Ferguson?
Don't you?
Tell me she made the. Don't tell me she made.
Ferguson is actually a suburb of St. Louis.
Oh no, she's
okay.
She's a spoiled rich girl. The worst kind of spoiled rich black girl, a preacher's daughter.
Oh no! Oh man, I'm gonna throw up.
Oh Lord! Oh Lord!
I need my.
And I've met a few of them over the years, so
I need my water. Oh my
Why are you BS?
I dated one. I dated a preacher's daughter. Dear God in heaven.
How bad was it?
I have two excuses. I was 20 years old, and I didn't know any better.
And now you do.
I had no idea what the hell.
Yeah, but you have to you paid for your learning, as they say.
I paid for it. I paid for it, man. That's why by the time Super Bowl 27 came around,
rotten. Good Lord.
That's why by the time Super Bowl 27 came around,
all the time,
I didn't get out. I didn't get the hell out. I got the fuck out.
This is my new timeline that I put together, and it's based on historical record, and it shows you that what she said is bullshit. First entry, 1619 to 1808, when she says we are a country of immigrants. What a slap in the face. You think Jasmine Crockett doesn't know that we hate that term? Well, she knows we hate it. The goofy vote blue anywho's love it. Until 1965, the Immigration and Nationality.
I have to use that one. Vote blue anywho's. That's hilarious.
The act. Until then, there was very much Huge restrictions. In fact, there were quotas, 1924 to 1965. All that's detailed. It's all detailed there. And you'll see, just so you have a record, so you know when people came to this country. And that's why it's so damn offensive to have a Jasmine Crockett calling us a nation of immigrants. No, there were enslaved people that came to this country. And there were indigenous people that were indigenous to this country.
Yes.
But they're not immigrants. And people that come here who are undocumented immigrants, I'd rather just call them illegals because they are here illegally. And that clears it up because there are people that are immigrants who are legal, who are on asylum, or who have been given or temporary stay or what have you. And Jasmine, like I said, based on what I've seen in my research on Jasmine Crockett, that's her number one advocacy group. That's what she's truly fighting for. That's the future of the Democratic Party. Too many black people started waking up, and now they have no choice. They will not go quietly. Their job is to supplant black Americans and tell goofy black Americans that while they're supplanting us, that is a Republican talking point. Meanwhile, they supplant you. They replace you. And while they're doing it, they tell you, when you mention it, when big mouths like me mention it, that we're doing talking points of the right. To make the claim.
Yep. I
Meanwhile, what are they doing? They're benefiting for and fighting for cheap labor. That's all it is. It's not out of love. It's not out of support. It's not out of empathy. It is out of greed for power to win elections and also greed to pay less to employees for labor.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Which begs the question.
We don't have much time to get it right. Black.
Go ahead, Nate.
I'm sorry. Which begs the question: who are Jasmine Crockett's campaign contributors?
Oh, probably Israel and some other places. Oops, I said it out loud. But anyway.
But some people from some certain entities who benefit from illegal immigrants being here, perhaps. You never know, because we're told to follow the money as well. Even a good journalist will say that.
Follow the money.
Let's segue to that little fun here. Let's look at some AI clips.
Okay. Oh, that's going to be fun. I'll teach you the mantra later on, BJs.
We don't get back. Click, clack, fry your top like that good pack. KSI, your top will get pushed back. The mortician said you're going to be hard to look at.
Ooh.
You can't make this shit up, man.
Damn.
They said blood was lit, so we lit him on fire. They said his soul was overworked, so we helped his soul retire. Missing person, face on a flyer. Transport your remains in the trunk next to the spare tire.
I'm on demon time, ski mask shit. Your face disappears when I blast it. Wrap your remains up in plastic.
What in the mighty blue yellow bellied hell?
Oh my goodness. What people come up with, good Lord. Big Mama spit though, I'll give her that much.
Yes.
Yeah,
the hustle
true.
is my religion. The plug is the only God I pray to. Pyrex bubbling like scriptures. Every whip is a breakthrough. Beans lined up like worship, waiting on what the yay do. Whole block tied to the cook. Every brick I lay is faithful. You got one.
Yo, pause on that one. Pause on a minute. That last clip, you know what that remind me of? The rapping grandma from America's Got Talent. If y'all remember that shit.
Black community.
Let's get married.
Why are we expected to do all the work? Some of us don't believe in marriage. Some of us just want to be mothers.
So much for community building, huh?
The black woman is the black community.
Let's get married.
Why are we expected to do all the work? Some of us don't believe in marriage. Some of us just want to be mothers.
Yep, pretty much.
So much for community building, huh?
The black woman is.
This miniature wrestler with the black hat and long coat can grow in water, and I'm gonna prove it. Welcome to the darkness, kid. No way, that actually miniature.
What the hell?
Oh, you fat fucking walking environmental hazard.
No, bitch.
Now, why the fuck would you detonate that right next to us?
Oh, fuck no, bitch. I can taste it. It went right through my fucking beak. Right fucking
If I didn't already have...
Oh, man. This is foul.
Have 2 restraining orders and a court... Oh, you fat fucking walking environmental hazard.
No, bitch.
Now, why the fuck would you detonate that right next to us?
Oh, fuck no, bitch. I can taste it. It went right through my fucking beak. Right fucking
If I didn't
through it.
already have 2...
Whoa. We've been trying to get a hold of you about your car's extended warranty.
For a moment, I thought that was Smokey off duty. Oh, I've seen this. Can't believe it's cake.
AI, yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It's only cake. Whoa! Hey! Okay.
Ooh.
Ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Ready, buddy? And off it goes.
These trends got to stop.
Oops.
No, that's real.
You crazy,
I think.
bitch.
The fuck is wrong with you?
You can't tell the difference, huh? Looks just like you. I'm just gonna take a little slice of this. All right, let's see how this guy tastes. First,
Huh?
chair. Ready, buddy? It's just a cake. I'm cutting. See, chocolate.
How dare you do this? This is my friend. What if something can happen to her? You think this is a joke? Hey, it's okay, girl. I've got you. You're safe now. How dare you do this? This is my friend. What?
Save me from this crazy bitch.
Oh my gosh!
He's like, I ain't doing it.
I'm out of here.
Save me.
Holy Jesus, what in the hell is that supposed to be? You look like a nightmare in lipstick. State your business before I PT you into the next province.
Hello, soldier boy. Such bark, such fight, such fun. Let's play.
Holy Jesus, what in the hell is that supposed to be? You look like a nightmare.
You can't make this shit up, man.
You really can't. You really can't. Oh my gosh.
That's because they are. Oh, wait.
You can still see a level of effect where it's stole from actual people and actual animals. Like it's not perfect.
I really did.
Open the door.
Talking shit.
Yeah.
It's damn good.
That's black women. That's black women.
Yep.
All right, you two, enough. Excuse me.
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
Oh,
Got him. Open the door, and this happens.
He got all the way up.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Listen to him. He's 10 feet tall.
Let's see how brave he is.
Don't talk.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Shut up, man. You talk too much. Now stay over there.
Fuck them cubs.
Fuck them cubs.
Fuck that chihuahua.
Little tough guy couldn't handle the door.
Motherfucker, I'm trying to sleep. Shut up. Come here.
In the basket.
In the basket.
All right.
Showing his belly because oh yeah, that actually happened. That happens in real life. The male touches a cub like that, the female will come at him like that. Like, get off my cub.
Stepdaddy. That ain't your kid. That ain't your son.
This award goes to our top crime stopper. E.B. Tisha has had 11 abortions. Thank you.
That's fucked up.
E.B. Tisha has had 11 abortions.
Oh my goodness.
You can't have my frosted flakes. I can tell you're hungry. You're licking your lips. Tony.
Oh damn.
You can't arrest me for my Fruit Loops. You can't have them. Get them, Sam. Oh no, not the toucan. You can't arrest me for my pizza. I see you licking your lips. Get him, Freddy Fazbear.
Oh no,
You want to gobble it all up? Get him, Panda Express, Panda.
You can't arrest me for my Taco Bell. I can tell you're hungry. You can't have it. Get him, Taco Bell Chihuahua. Oh, hey, get him off. You can't arrest me for my Buffalo Wild Wings. You want to eat them. Get him, Buffalo. You can't have my Chuck E. Cheese pizza. I know your plan. You're going to gobble it all up. Get him, Chuck. Get off.
Oh, damn.
Let go.
You can't arrest me for my flaming hot Cheetos. It's fine. You hear me? Sir, calm down. Get him, Chester. Dispatch, we got a cheetah. We got it.
Not my ass, no.
I was my favorite one.
Get him, boss. You can't arrest me for my tricks. I see that look in your eyes. You want to eat it all up. Hell no. Get him, Tricks. Jesus, fight me. Get him, boy. You can't have my Chef Boyardee ravioli. I see your mouth watering. Get him, Chef Boyardee. You can't arrest me for my mug root beer. I see you licking your lip. Get him, mug. Hey, get off.
And you can't arrest me for my Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. My pleasure. Get him, Cal. Whoa, sir, Get off. Fight me. You can't have my frosted flake.
Oh goodness.
Timber.
Damn.
Release, Pamela. Release.
Let me tell you something, brother. I just smashed a breakfast burrito, 2 cups of black coffee, and brother, I gotta take a monster shit. Diarrhea's gonna be running wild.
Oh no.
Let me tell you something, brother. I just smashed a breakfast burrito, 2 cups of black coffee, and brother, I gotta take a monster shit. Diarrhea's gonna be running wild.
Oh boy.
Oh my God, no. Damn, that's fucked up.
Mm-mm.
You can't arrest me for my orange chicken. You want to gobble it all up? Get him, Panda Express, Panda. Get off.
Right.
Yep.
Splash.
You call me whatever you want, but I'm never cleaning my house again.
What was that?
What the hell was that?
Maybe it was like I gotta
Y'all
respond
can
to
call
that
me
girl.
whatever you want, but I'm never cleaning my house again.
Oh yeah, accident.
Call me nasty, trifling, dirty, lazy. I don't care. I'm not cleaning my house ever again.
Actually, believe it or not, she has a good explanation for this.
All right.
She does have a good explanation for this, believe it or not.
Plain why, okay? Because I know that's a wild statement to make. I have been considering hiring a cleaning service for a while.
Oh yeah,
I finally did it. And I'll be honest, the reason it took me so long.
And in her defense, she can't back that up. She runs a hair salon.
That's what my mom did.
If she runs it, yeah, she could definitely do it. I mean, $1 per hour, it makes more sense
she got
for
the
her to hire
money to do it.
someone.
She got the money to do it, and she's doing the kind of work. You need to hire somebody.
Oh yeah.
And she got 2 boys, two boys.
That's my mom.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's what my mom did before before cancer took her. That's what my mom did. She had a cleaning service.
Yeah.
Was because I kept telling myself, 1, I can't afford it. or I can't justify spending the money on something I can do myself. 2, that's not what the women in my family do. Like, nobody has a cleaning service. I've never seen anybody have a cleaning service. So what makes me think I need a cleaning service? And I actually started having some mom guilt. What kind of mother doesn't keep her house clean for her kids? Like, I kept telling myself all the reasons why I shouldn't do it. But what I was missing was all the reasons why I should. Okay. I finally hired a small local business. Shout out to Miss Cecilia, baby. She did her big one today. Okay.
Black-owned business. Boom. You can do it.
Clean my home. And I need y'all to understand something. It's not about the amount of money that I spent. It's about what I gained from it. Number one, I haven't posted this much and I don't know how long on a Monday. I am normally spending hours in the morning cleaning my house because it has to be done in order to prepare to film. And then by the time I get all of that done, I only put out a couple of videos because I've been busy all day. I was knocked out of the park today. I got editing done. I got filming done. I got all my payroll and admin stuff for the salon done. Sometimes that gets neglected because the things that I have to do here come first.
Yeah.
And I'm normally doing that stuff. Well, today, someone else handled that stuff for me. So I got all the other stuff done. Yeah. And when my day was over, y'all know what I noticed? I wasn't exhausted. Normally at the end of a Monday, I am beat down. My body hurts mentally. My mind is exhausted. Baby, not today. So no matter what I paid her, I got double in investment in my businesses and quadruple in my physical care. Hire the cleaning service, the laundry service, delegate some of that workout. We do not have to be go every day to be good women. Actually, we need to be more physically and emotionally present to be good women. And if that means you got to hire a cleaning service so you can be a better mom, a better wife, or just a better woman to you, hire the cleaning service. You deserve it. Y'all can call me whatever.
True. There's truth in all of that. There's truth in all of that.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. I watch Ash on a regular basis because I like her content. But may not always agree all the time, but for the most part, she's good. She's a good woman. And one thing I like about Ash is she's an upfront big bag.
Yeah.
She's trying to lose the weight, but she's an upfront big bag, and she shows her body and tells you about it.
Yeah.
Which is a rarity nowadays. But let's look at some other skits stuff from my favorite list.
The backlash that Mike Epps just received was
only women will see a man screw over woman after woman before her and then will line up to be next. Only women do that. Men don't do that because we have delusional level egos that says, "Oh, I just want to be the one he treat different." A woman will do that. A man won't. So sleeping with somebody else, getting mad at your guy, that does not make a man say, "Oh my God, I messed up. What did I do wrong here? I'm tripping." It doesn't make him say that. It makes him think you're a disgusting. So now Cardi will be forced to go the Nicki Minaj route. And more than likely, you will have to marry a man who is unemployable and unable to get to the bag on his own. And you will be forced to take care of him. You being like, I'm mad, so I slept with someone else. Oh, honey, Cardi, you just made your life so much more difficult. And now you've put the nail in the coffin to solidify that you'll never have a healthy relationship because now that they see how you live, and honey, ain't nobody going to sign up to be next.
Press the 1 in the chat if you want to sign up to be Cardi B's next project. I wouldn't even say the relationship. Just
not I says me.
Yeah, no. I ain't signing up for that. By the way, I got over 50 watching. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the Cash App, support the show. Hit the super chat, support the show, support your interest. But yeah, I ain't signing up to be with Cardi B. No, that's just not. That's just not going to happen.
That's just a hell. That's a hard hell no to the no. Nope.
I need to record that too. Hell no to the no. Hell to
I
the
need
no.
your version. I need your version of that so I can play it during the morning show because I keep getting fucking dinged by YouTube for playing it.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, you can't play that original song. Yeah. You can't.
Yeah, I keep. I don't keep. Well, let me say I don't keep getting dinged for it. I just share the revenue for it. So I somewhat can get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Only women will see a man screw over woman after woman.
Yeah, let's look at some other. Shout out to 360 Smooth. Let's look at some of his other content.
True or false? All of the good men got played, so now all they do is work.
You know, one of the biggest problems that modern American black women seem to have is that everything comes down to extremist absolutes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's never any middle ground. Like there's no time where you ever, as a group, do any type of introspection, any type of effective investigation, any active listening.
Yep.
It's everything always winds up being one extreme going to the other extreme.
Right.
For example, this woman here, she asked this bullshit true or false question if whether or not
I love it.
all the men all the good men just got played and now they just basically check out. They ignored these women. But the truth of the matter is, these women, whether they want to realize it or not, they have effectively taught the men how to engage them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What do I mean by that?
Can you preach about
They have
that?
shown us for generations that when it comes to the men who are low-life pieces of shit,
Yes.
users, abusers, criminals,
everything,
these women will all but throw themselves at those men.
Yes, they will.
Well,
have horrible experiences with those men, and then somewhere around middle age, then have some complete role reversal where they tell themselves and the world that what they're looking for is a good man.
Wait a minute. Don't talk about Vivica Fox like that, Smooth. Oops. Did I say that out loud? Don't talk about Lisa Ray like that. Oh, wait, did I say that out loud? All right.
Don't talk about Jed.
Don't talk about
Say that out loud.
And then they expect the so-called good.
Wait, don't talk about Halle Berry like that. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Say it louder.
Don't talk about Mallory like that. Oops, did I say that one out loud? Ooh.
Don't talk about my ex-wife like that. Oops, did I say that out loud?
And essentially save them from themselves. Meanwhile, the men who were truly the good men, and when I say good men, I'm not talking about by men's standards. I'm talking about by these women's standards. The men that they claim are good men, they had no interest in them.
None.
They misuse and abuse those men. They cheat on those men.
Yep.
They do some of the most heinous, reprehensible acts of disrespect and disdain towards the so-called good men. And then just send them packing, or they string them along and package them up in their friendship purgatories.
Oh God, yes.
Been there.
So what winds up happening is, one way or another, they teach the men that what they prioritize is not any of the characteristics that would be seen as part of a good man's character.
Wow.
So now the good men, well, they have to make a choice. Either they're going to continue being the good men that they've been taught to be. You know, all the bullshit that's in the media and social programming telling them how they have to essentially simp and trick for these women.
Alert.
How the only value they have is in their money and their performative duties, such as working for these women, saving them from themselves physically, ideologically, fixing shit for them, fixing their cars, keeping them rolling, giving them food, shelter, the whole 9 yards, you know, serving these women. Or begin to emulate or follow the patterns of the more toxic men that they say that they don't want, but yet for some reason keep popping out babies for all the same.
Yep.
But then, heaven forbid, we as men notice these patterns, acknowledge these patterns, and share this information with each other and shine a light on this inconsistency, because then we become misogynists. But I guess when it comes to the men who, what?
Y'all would do anything in this world. I like men that spend money on me and don't bother me. I don't like men that only spend money on me when they're in my presence.
I like women who are classy, honorable, contribute something to the conversation, are useful, and do something other than just shake ass. I don't like women who are useless, dishonorable pieces of trash.
I like men that spend money on me and don't bother me. I don't like men that.
Let's look at this whole video, see what she's talking about.
I like men that spend money on me and don't bother me. I don't like men that only spend money on me when they're in my presence. This guy just called me and asked me what I was doing tonight and if I wanted to go out. I don't have an issue with going out tonight. I'm dressed. I'm about to go out with my friends. My issue is he's only going to spend money on me if he's there. Because
wait, I
not that again.
I got a sound effect for this. Something like this. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me. Next.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's always just trying to he's always like, are you hungry? Do you need anything? All this stuff. But if I ever say I'm hungry, he wants to pick me up and take me to dinner. Just send me the money. And it's the same thing for tonight.
Wrong.
Because he doesn't trust you. You proven to be untrustworthy.
I wouldn't even send her the money. Fuck that shit. Nah.
Yeah.
Nor would I. Someone actually, before I got married to Jody, someone actually tried that with me, and I laughed in their face.
There's a clip I remember by Tracy Morgan about something like that.
I don't like men that only spend money on me when they're in my presence.
I like women who are classy, honorable.
Let's look at some of his other ones, but you need to go sit down somewhere, sweetheart.
There's a member of the Bonnet Gang in this too. Oh my gosh.
One of them YNs I slept with.
Bitch, you don't fucking know. You put yourself in such situations to where men can come in you.
Come with us to go find out who Pickle real daddy is, because who we thought was her daddy might not be her daddy no more. So we gotta go find out who he really is. You excited? Yeah. Period. Because you need to know who your daddy is, right? Here we go, right here, y'all. DNA. This is a little tad bit embarrassing.
Okay. We have a term for this, and it goes something like this: ho ho, you ho ho, you ho. I said that you's a ho.
Use a hoe.
Oh,
Use a hoe.
All done, right? Hopefully her dad is rich. I'm trying to figure out which one of them YNs I slept with.
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad I'm non-select.
Figure out which one of them YNs I slept with.
Bitch, you don't fucking know. You put yourself in such situations to where men can come in you, impregnate you, and you don't even know who they are. Yeah, y'all can shut the fuck up with all that protect all black women bullshit, because it's clear to see
I think I shut
that
up
way
about
too many
that
of
back
you
in 1993.
are in direct complicity with your own victimization. I mean, granted, it's bad enough that you fuck so many men within the small window of your ovulation to where you don't know which one of the dudes you fucked is the father of your child. But when it gets to the point to where that number is so numerous, to where not only do you not have those men on speed dial, but you have to do like a all points bulletin manhunt to figure out which men might have fucked you. Yeah, it's time for you to slow down and get some control over your damn self.
You can't make this shit up.
You really can't.
Let's look at another one.
You can't. You cannot make this.
And I think he was a little begrudged.
Oh Lord.
Any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent
Is a highly intelligent man who is sucker free.
Any man that
Yes,
does
sir.
You know, go back one. Go back to that one, please. Go back to that.
any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent
Is a highly intelligent man who is sucker free.
You know what's
any
funny?
man that
You know
doesn't
what's
want to
funny?
have a joint
Once upon a time, Jody and I did have a joint bank account. Then I got cancer and I got fogged out and I made a terrible mistake. But I didn't offer it to her. She offered it to me.
Mm-hmm.
In every aspect of life, but they have convinced women that we are delusional because of our high.
Oh, this bitch is really delusional. Let's look at the original video because I'm the one that sent it to Smooth in the first place.
Okay, I got to see this to believe it.
Men are delusional. They're delusional in every aspect of life, but they have convinced women that we are.
Okay, before we get started, let me make my position perfectly good on this. Sorry, heifer.
All right.
Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me. Next.
I love
delusional because of our high expectations and standards. Every time
Now listen very carefully, and what she says as a professional will say it all.
they fall short, men are delusional, especially when y'all go on these rants about how women are using you for your money. Let me tell you the truth, ladies. The men who have the money are not bitching and complaining that they're using it for their money. I used to work at a strip club.
Does anything else need to be said?
Play that again, please.
Let me tell you the truth, ladies. The men who have the money are not bitching and complaining that you're using it for their money. I used to work at a strip club, and I also used to work at Redneck Heaven, and my customers introduced me to their friends, rich white men. Now, y'all know I don't go that way, but, I would hang out with them. They were fun. They were a cool time back then. I was really into the party and shit.
Time. Now, I don't go that way. That's some bullshit.
Yep.
That is
right.
That is some grade A homogenized Holstein.
The men who have the money
bullshit.
are just spending it. I had a man buy me a dress because he thought I would look good in the dress. We never spoke. Never touched each other, nothing. He was walking past me, saw me looking at the dress. He said, I think the dress looked nice on you. Paid the lady for the fucking dress, and I took the dress home and tried it on, and it was indeed beautiful on me. We didn't exchange numbers or nothing.
Bullshit, but okay.
I had men
we don't
send flowers to my job because we were on
you
FaceTime and I was
something.
talking about the flowers I saw at the store. I was like, these are really pretty flowers. That shit, he also sent flowers to my home every
You
two
exchange something. Don't you
right? Because the flowers didn't last very long with me. Flowers were sent. Never touched me.
Stop the cap. Lewis
And
said
what
his
she
best in the chat.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Really, I wasn't raised on being materialistic, so like name brand shit don't
Bullshit.
excite me.
Have you taken a look at yourself in the mirror?
There was one white man. We were cool because he was really into partying and stuff, so we would hang out and stuff. And he would literally take me out and buy me things. And I'm like, no. Like, I don't need the expensive one. Like, this is cool. I'm cool with this. It's a little cheap and it does the job. No. You need this one. You need the best. You should walk around looking the best. You should just because. The men who have the money are not bitching and complaining that women are using. These men never touched me, never hugged me, never kissed me,
Bullshit.
nothing, y'all. And they did it just because they wanted to. The men with money
That's some
are
grade A bullshit.
We don't believe you.
The money. The men who don't have the funds are not spending the money. They're bitching and complaining on the internet. And I'm gonna be honest with you, as a woman, I can't speak for all women. If I'm dealing with a man, I would rather you be like, hey, I just don't have the funds right now. I would respect that a lot more than you coming on the internet saying these bitches want me for my money. Sir, just say you don't have the money right now. I don't see you as less than a man. I don't see you as a brokey. I don't see that. I understand times get hard. Bitch, you talking to somebody who has bipolar and just spends money just because. And then I have
I missed that one, but yeah, that makes sense.
Why'd you
figure out how to make up
confess that?
for what I've done, the damage that is.
Why did she confess that aloud?
That's done. I get it. But y'all got to stop going around with this narrative. I also think that a lot of women think men value money. Men do not value women. History has shown us that. Present day has shown us that. They don't respect us. They don't see us as equals. They don't value us. They do not see us as their better half. They don't see us even as their other half. They value money. So a lot of women know that men value money. And if you are willing to spend something on me that you value so much, that makes me feel like you value me as well as a woman. I don't understand what's so hard about that. I think y'all just don't have the money and you don't want to communicate that because that's being vulnerable and you never went to therapy and society told you that you're a man and
you're right. I don't have the money for you. You're absolutely right. I don't have the money for you.
Supposed to be tough and you're supposed to provide. I mean, you don't provide and you don't do anything else. You don't protect women. You're not doing anything else. So why would it be so difficult to be like, hey, I just don't have the funds right now? That's okay. That's okay. But if I like somebody and somebody likes me, I do expect you to take me out.
Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard enough of that bullshit. Let's go back to the YouTube. There's some other stuff I need to cover. There was a shooting in Washington, and I kind of want to cover that. Two military officers got shot. Two National Guardsmen got shot. And here's a little information.
Do we have another false flag attempt that just took place? 2 National Guard members were shot in D.C. And I want to show you what has been revealed about the suspect. Now, the media, they went in full force to say that this was an Afghan national. They said that he overstayed his visa, obviously to give people the impression that we are under attack by Arabs in this country. Again, what does this do when you ask yourself what's in it for them? Obviously, it's to get you to fear Arab people in this country. It is to get you to believe that we are under attack by Arabs in this country. And if you believe that, then their goal is to obviously channel that fear into support for Israel. And I've been warning people that this is the next method that they were going to try to take because the support for Israel in this country is...
Now, in all fairness, it's a conspiracy theory, but it's possible.
At an all-time low on both sides, Democrats and Republicans. So let's go ahead and get into what was reported on Wednesday. And I'm going to get into a little bit more about who this suspect actually is. From
what I've heard from the suspect, I'm not going to call him an illegal immigrant because he did have a legitimate asylum claim. He was helping us in Afghanistan. He was helping the military in Afghanistan. So, and it's probably not safe for him to go back over there. So I'm not going to necessarily call him an illegal immigrant, but yeah, his story is interesting. Let's continue.
From my perspective, from what I've seen, it is very obvious to me that this is indeed a false flag. They're not giving up, folks. Let's go ahead and get into that breaking news that came through on Wednesday.
We are coming on the air with breaking news now. The Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says 2 members of the National Guard have been shot here in Washington. The details are still coming in, but this is developing as we speak. The D.C. Police Department calling this incident critical, but saying that the scene is secure. 1 suspect apparently has been taken into custody. I want to bring in our NBC News reporter, Gary Grumbach, who's joining us now live here in Washington. And Gary, again, being transparent, there's still a lot we don't know other than obviously the shooting of 2 members of the military just moments ago here in D.C.
Yeah, we do know the DHA Secretary, Kristi Noem, is saying 2 members of the National Guard were shot. This is happening in downtown Washington, D.C., just about 3 blocks north of the White House in the 17th and I area. If you're familiar with Washington, D.C., it's right near Farragut Square, a metro stop. This is a multi-agency response, as you can imagine, when something like this happens in the nation's capital. You have Metropolitan Police, you've got Secret Service, the Department of Homeland Security on site. And this is a commercial area. It's full of businesses and shops. It is somewhere that is not a lot of residential areas, but certainly a place where a lot of people would be, especially on this Thanksgiving week as we get into the holiday. Now, the National Guard has been here in the nation's capital for months. We're talking about more than 2,200 members of the National Guard that is on duty in Washington, D.C. from 7 states and the District of Columbia. There are constant presence around metro stations around the city. There are constant presence around the national parks in the area, federal land in the area. What we do know now from the situation is that we know a medical helicopter had landed on the National Mall and flew to Washington MedStar Hospital Center. That would certainly indicate that there were some serious injuries involved with the members of the military who were injured in this shooting. They were then taken to the National Mall at the Ellipse area that's just south of the White House, and then flown by helicopter over to MedStar Hospital in Northeast Washington, D.C. Now, the National Guard here has been on the ground in D.C. for weeks and months, and they're here to make D.C. safer. They're here and stationed across the city to provide a deterrence from the crime that the administration has said has been happening nonstop here in the city. And we have, when you look at crime numbers, actually seen a decrease because of their deterrence. But of course, an incident like this putting everybody on edge, Hallie.
So let me go ahead and show you what this is really all about, ladies and gentlemen. Again,
actually, she has an updated video, and we're going to look at that.
Okay.
She just released, so we're going to look at that. It might be a little bit more accurate to what's really going on.
We have an update about that National Guard shooting in D.C. Sarah Beckstrom, who was only 20 years old, has since died. There's some weird things going on here, folks.
Okay, so one of the soldiers did die, sadly.
We're going to get into a little bit about her backstory, get into some details there. And then also, I want you to keep in mind, the fact
she was a baby too, only 20. Damn.
Only 20.
This suspect, as we talked about the other day, was recruited when he was very young, apparently 15 years old, recruited to work with the CIA. This dives into a little bit about this early programming that can happen, early on in someone's life and what that means ultimately in the end. So the suspect, we went into his background the other day. He worked with the CIA, so he was on the U.S. side, like he was on the side of the United States. We're going to get into a little bit more about that asylum that he was granted apparently under the Trump administration. But ultimately, we're also going to talk about what these Google trends are showing. I showed you the other day that the Google trends did show that the suspect's name was searched for prior to the shooting. And now you're going to see a little bit more information about that with Sarah Beckstrom. It's getting weird out here, folks. It's getting weird. Let's go ahead and get into this clip here when it was announced that Sarah Beckstrom has passed away.
Brooke, what do we know about the National Guard member who died?
Nick, National Guard member Sarah Beckstrom is being remembered this morning as a hero. She was just 20 years old from Summersville, West Virginia.
Just a baby.
Beckstrom served since 2023 and had been in D.C. since August as part of President Trump's deployment of troops in the Capitol. War Secretary Pete Hegseth wrote of her death, "An American hero. May our nation kneel in prayer for her family." Dozens paid their respects to her in a Thanksgiving night vigil in West Virginia overnight. President Trump called her outstanding.
She was savagely attacked. She's dead. She's not with us. Incredible person. Outstanding in every single way, in every department. This horrible.
24-year-old Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf was also shot, also from West Virginia. He entered the service in February 2019. And like Beckstrom, he has also been in D.C. since August. President Trump said that Wolf is still in bad shape. and fighting for his life this morning. Nick?
Let's pause here for just a second. Now, many are arguing that those National Guard troops should have never been in DC to begin with, right? Like, there are a lot of people that are saying, like, she would still be alive. He would not be in critical condition if they weren't in DC. I'm going to tell you a little bit here about how Sarah Beckstrom felt about that assignment from her boyfriend. So we're going to get into that as well. But the reality is here, folks, we have to seriously stop and look at everything and how it has played out in front of us. Again, just a couple of months ago, there was a gentleman who was a pro-Palestinian activist. Also, they said at one point was associated with PSL. They said he drove across country to kill 2 people in DC that were pro-Israel activists. They are telling you now with the
that sounds like some bullshit.
Oh shit!
Suspect in the National Guard shooting that he drove all the way across country to assault Sarah Beckstrom and the other gentleman there. Sound familiar? But with this particular situation, it is out in the open that he worked with the CIA, and more information is coming out about that. And I want people to think about this. What type of organization tries to recruit someone to basically kill people at 15 years old? He was recruited at 15. So that is early programming that is being done by our intel here in the United States. No one can scrape that. And this is really important because what Donald Trump is trying to do now he's trying to increase the immigration policies to make it so that basically, if you're Muslim, you can't come to this country. This isn't a first. He did this before under his first administration. I don't know why some people are acting surprised. I've noticed this online. Some people are acting surprised. I'm like, he did this during his first administration. But ultimately, the end goal here is to make you fear Muslims. It's to increase that fear of the Muslim population. I believe they want to get it back to the post September 11 fear. I believe that's what they want to put in place once again. Because again, as long as you are afraid of the Muslim population, then you're not afraid of Israel, or you're not looking at Israel in a negative way. Or maybe you may.
Yeah, it's too late for that. You can't cover up a genocide like that. What Israel did. It's too late. It's way too late for that.
You try to twist yourself into a pretzel and defend Israel. We cannot ignore the fact that the support for Israel within the United States has decreased to historic levels. We cannot
it's decreased on both sides of the aisle too. People are not feeling Israel right now, and rightfully so. I'm not gonna ignore that genocide. It's just not gonna happen. And we don't even get into the fact. We don't even need to even get into the fact that
ignore that
guys, the original Israelites. Oops. Oh, we're not going to have that conversation on my panel right now.
And that is a reality. And I'm here to tell you that if Israel needs to work with the CIA, if the Mossad needs to work with the CIA, not like this has not happened before, they will do whatever it takes to try to change that perspective. Now, it wasn't an issue so much on the left because that is kind of expected, but it is increasingly an issue on the right when you have young conservatives who are now pushing back on Israel as well. We can point to the death of Charlie Kirk as another example, that it was revealed, and had it not been, and this is something people need to think about, had it not been for Candace Owens revealing those group text messages, we probably till this day would have never known that Charlie Kirk wanted to walk away from the pro-Israel donors and wanted to walk away from that whole pro-Israel cause. We probably would have never.
Yep, sounds fishy to me.
Never known about that. So while there are many criticisms to be made about Candace Owens, that is one thing that we would not have known because Kash Patel and them considered this to be a closed, shut case. And that was it. So keep that in mind. Don't people find it strange that all of these incidents are happening back to back to back to back? Oh, and of course, all under Trump's presidency. We haven't even made it through the first Trump year yet. Come on.
Brooke, what more do we know about the accused shooter and how he ended up here?
Well, Nick, records show the 29-year-old suspect came to the U.S. from Afghanistan in 2021 under the Biden administration. Officials say Ramanullah Lakhanwal arrived here through an operation which evacuated tens of thousands of Afghans after the Taliban takeover. He has since lived in Washington state with his wife and possibly 5 children. Records show his asylum application was approved this year, but federal officials say they are reviewing that this morning.
His asylum application, he came here under the Biden administration, but his asylum application was renewed under Donald Trump. And that's important because Donald Trump is blaming this all on Biden. First of all, I got to say something very clear. Joe Biden is not president anymore. That may have worked for Donald Trump at the beginning of his term, but dude, it's November. Joe Biden is not president anymore. You can't continue to blame everything on Joe Biden when you have been president now for almost a year. So it was his administration that approved his asylum application. Trump's administration that did that. And Donald Trump is trying to point fingers at everybody else or call it fake news, etc. But that's what happened. So I'm here to tell you guys, look, this is only going to fly for so long. It's only going to fly for so long, this idea of this party blaming the other party and the other party blaming that party. More people are starting to see that both of these parties are corporate. Both of them are corrupt.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to something like foreign policy. Both people are starting to see that. So Donald Trump really has no one. You took on that under his administration. He took that on. So he really needs to be looking at himself. That being said, also think about why he came here. He came here because of the operations that were done in Afghanistan, which he was working on the CIA side. He wasn't fighting against the U.S. He was working with the U.S. and he was programmed from the time that he was 15 years old. Let's not sit back here and pretend as though we all of a sudden don't remember or forgot that the CIA used to do these MK Ultra, experiments. How do you know those things still aren't happening now? We also need to question this idea about AI. I told you AI can be used for good or it can be used for bad. We know because of my reporting that Israel has increased their involvement in the tech sector. That tech has been a big investment for them. How do we know that Israel isn't using some type of tech or AI to also program people? Now, I say this and people say that may be far-fetched, but seriously, after all the things that we've seen happen with intel agencies, you think that may be far-fetched?
No.
I wouldn't put anything past it.
No.
I wouldn't put anything past it.
Me neither.
He resided in Bellingham, Washington with his wife, and we believe 5 children. And we're working very closely with our federal partners, especially DHS and the FBI, to review his immigration history and the vetting process itself. What we know about him is that he drove his vehicle across country from the state of Washington with the intended target of coming to our nation's capital.
Again, across the country, drove across the country.
We have also learned the suspect, while in Afghanistan, worked with the U.S. government, including the CIA. Investigators say he has no prior criminal record here in the U.S., and it is too soon to know a motive. Nick?
And no prior criminal record. That also is very, very, very telling. So let's get on to a little bit more information here about Sarah Beckstrom. Now, I told you as well about these Google trends. I want to show you guys this here the other day about Ramanullah. He was trending on Google prior to the shooting. If you look up Google Trends, people were searching for his name prior to the shooting. Now, wait till you see what is revealed about Sarah Beckstrom. Watch this.
Per my research, on November 20th, which is just 6 days prior to the attack, Google search trends showed a small but documented and noticeable aberration in searches for one Ramanullah Lakhanwal originating from the DC metro area. I then zoomed in to look at more closely the search activity for just the day of the attack, and I was absolutely shocked, just floored by what I saw, because look at that. There is a massive spike in searches for Lakhanwal in the wee hours in the morning of November 26th. Once again, that is the day of the attack. A spike, I might add, that completely dwarfs even the number of searches after the news of the shooting broke later that afternoon. Here's a screen recording that I took just to make sure the evidence is preserved, which, by the way, has already been wiped by Google.
That part right there. You see, why has Google erased that information? So again, if there was nothing to see there, the information should still be present, but they've deleted it. Why? So shout out to James Lee for recording that and getting an actual screenshot of that search, because that's the thing nowadays, guys. You got to get screenshots because all of a sudden information just seems to disappear. Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that.
Of course, the question still remains, why would there have been people searching for this guy's name a week prior to the attack, and then another massive spike in the early morning hours the day of the attack? That strikes me as very strange.
Also, a week prior to the attack, remember, he wasn't in DC yet. So for people who are saying, well, it was him searching for his own name, those searches came out of Washington, D.C. He wasn't in D.C. yet. So why? So hello? Like what is, put two and two together. Now check this out.
Another very strange data point. 4 days prior, someone, probably multiple, most likely, in the state of Israel was searching for the name Sarah Beckstrom, the National Guard soldier who tragically lost her life during the November 26th attack in D.C.
In D.C. Why are people in Israel searching for Sarah Beckstrom's name?
Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
Oh, shit.
Boy. Oh,
Not
shit.
in D.C., in Israel. Now, some people are saying, oh, that's not real. It's fake. It's da-da-da-da. But you can look this up for yourself. I think they've already deleted this one as well. But James actually looked at it. So that's the thing. This is what I've been trying to tell people. James actually looked at it. This is wild.
See, what is that all about? Well, it has since been uncovered that the alleged shooter, Ramanullah Lakhanwal, was, in fact, a former CIA contractor in Afghanistan.
Authorities confirming the alleged attacker, 29-year-old Rahmanullah Lakhanwal, drove across the country from his home in Washington state to carry out the shooting.
Again, drove across the country. Let's go to the second part here, because we went over that part already the other day. Let's go to this part here. Pay close attention.
Guys,
so he drove over 1,000 miles just to kill 2 people? Really? Really?
Don't you believe it?
I gotta record that too. Don't you believe it?
Officials
It's
say
not like that.
Yes, Lakhanwal came to the U.S. from Afghanistan in 2021 during the Biden administration and applied for asylum in 2024. But according to 3 law enforcement sources, Lakhanwal was granted asylum yet again in April of 2025, this time under President Donald Trump.
So that wasn't even that long ago. This was just a couple of months ago. So in April. So again, under the Trump administration.
So the big question is, was he really a quote unquote lone gunman, or could this have been something more? Something like maybe a domestic false flag operation, or maybe even a U.S. Israeli joint.
At bare minimum, somebody in the CIA, some heads need to roll for letting this shit happen.
And fast.
Or an operation. None of those things, by the way, I'm ready to conclude as of this moment. But I think the sheer fact that these theories are widely floating around on the internet, and they are, just go look, is, I think, a direct indictment of the massive level of distrust in our government and legacy institutions. Because think about this. If we were just to rewind maybe perhaps a couple of decades, Occam's razor, right? The idea that the simplest explanation for a phenomenon is usually the correct one for this situation would be, hey, this guy has seen some really horrible and violent things in his lifetime. As his childhood friend has told the media, right? He was, quote unquote, disturbed by the casualties his unit had caused in Afghanistan, and thus probably maybe struggling with a host of mental health issues. And for whatever reason, it bubbled up and manifested itself in this kind of violent decision that he decided to take against members of the U.S. National Guard, that explanation seems kind of reasonable.
Could have been a number of things. But what we do know is that he worked with the CIA. And here's another thing. Donald Trump is saying that people need to be vetted before they're allowed to enter the country. Didn't his administration vet him? He was granted, asylum under his administration. Anybody else find it strange that the same year that he was granted that asylum is the same year that the shooting took place? Just a couple months later? It really makes you wonder.
But in 2025, that explanation is no longer Occam's razor, because earlier this month, The Blaze published a bombshell investigative report alleging that a Capitol police officer was possibly involved in the planting of pipe bombs on January 6th. The FBI, led by Kash Patel, has, of course, poo-pooed this claim, but Representative Thomas Massey of Kentucky claims a whistleblower has alleged that an FBI cover-up could be at play here, and he directly called out Kash Patel in this recent tweet.
Yeah. And then he brings up this part here. And this is another thing. Notice how you don't hear anything about this anymore? You had a presidential candidate who, when they were running, there was an assassination attempt on their life. Notice you don't hear about it anymore? Kind of weird, don't you think? Open shut case, right? They just said this was the guy. So pay attention to everything that's happening. You got to remember, again, with intelligence agencies, like these people have been known to infiltrate many different spaces, the media, military.
You can't make this shit up.
You truly can't.
This is crazy.
You truly can't make this shit up. You can't.
Oh, by the way, another mother and her kids were jumped by some kids.
Again?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Lord.
Which reminds me, this episode of Colosseum Night has been brought to you by Gynocracy
Soup.
Condense lies and bullshit.
Bullshit.
Now with extra 1,000%
extra
now
sodium.
with 1,000% extra sodium.
Good Lord.
Like, share, subscribe, hit the cash app, support the show, hit the super chat, support the show. Fun fact. This is an actual Campbell soup can. What I did was I actually live traced it. I turned it basically.
You did a great job in live. You did a great job with that, man.
I turned it into vectors, to what we call vector graphics, scalable graphics. So I can scale it to any size I want, pretty much, and without losing quality. And I just eliminated the Campbell soup and added the text. Gynocracy. The black woman is God. And added the text down here.
Speaking of the black woman being God, and of course y'all know the joke within my house, I better get to bed because I got my pregame show tomorrow. Snowman's NFL Sunday.
Okay.
Get you ready for the Titans and the Titans. What the fuck? I need to sleep now. Getting ready for the Texans and the Colts.
Yeah, let me ask you a few questions before you go.
Yeah. Hit me.
Who the Colts play this week?
Houston.
Okay. We almost had it last week, but damn it.
We should have beaten their ass. We should have beaten Kansas City's ass last week. The Colts took their foot off the fucking pedal.
Yeah, how about I hate to say it, but how about the Cowboys? They did beat the Chiefs this week, and now people said the irony. Now the Cowboys might have a playoff spot, and the Chiefs may not have a playoff spot.
Chiefs are cooked, as far as I'm concerned. The Chiefs are cooked more than a piece of ham I had on Thursday.
Damn.
That's pretty cool. Hey, and I love my son's ham. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He cooked that ham just right. Fuck the Chiefs and fuck the Cowboys.
So as the Cowboys do make the playoffs.
Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
How many flat screens will meet their end?
Shit.
Oh, by the way, I heard Caitlin Clark's pretty healed up. What do you think is going to happen next season?
MVP and championship.
Okay. They were close last year. That's for damn sure.
They got screwed out of the finals.
And they trying their darndest online to prop up Angel Reese. Good Lord.
They're still trying to make Angel Reese a thing. What the fuck for? Angel Reese sucks at the game of basketball, period.
I mean, we acknowledge she's cute, but she sucks at basketball.
Jesus Christ. How many? And I get shit all the time. A, because I cover the Fever. B, people want to label me a homer when I've been covering basketball for 30 years.
Yeah.
And C, I get shit. A combination of A and B. I cover the Fever, and they call me a homer. So they just instantly think that I don't know my basketball.
Mm-hmm.
When you've ridden shotgun with me for most of the Fever season, I call it like I see it. Win or lose, period.
Yeah.
Hell, you saw that when I covered the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
You rode shotgun with me for the NBA Finals.
Mm-hmm. I did.
You rode shotgun with me basically from Game 6 of the East Finals when we blew out the fucking Knicks, and fuck the Knicks. They're not going to do anything this year. All the way through the World Championship Series.
Mm-hmm.
You were one of the ones that kept asking me, what are the Pacers doing wrong? And they lost games 2, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
And this is before they blew the piss out of them in Game 6 and go. I get so sick and tired of being called a homer. I get so sick and tired of being called non-knowledgeable.
Hey, speaking of the Knicks, and then I know you got to get to bed, but whenever I see the Pacers versus the Knicks in the playoffs, I go back to, I forget what year it was, is when Carmelo Anthony was playing for the Knicks, and he got on the mic and said, "We're gonna beat this team." I was like, "Yeah, right." And
I believe it was 2013.
I believe so too.
I believe it was 2013.
And they didn't beat us. They couldn't beat us.
Man, the Knicks.
He kept saying, "We're gonna beat. Carmelo Anthony kept saying, "We're gonna beat this team." I was like, "Okay, I don't see it. No, it's not going to happen."
Look, the Knicks haven't beaten the Pacers since 1999.
Oh yes, I remember that year too.
When a phantom foul cost the Pacers the series.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
a phantom foul on Larry Johnson's three-point attempt, which should have resulted in only a tie game, but it wound up giving the Knicks not only the lead but the win.
Mm-hmm. That was a great
Pacers. And the Pacers were never the same after that.
Mm-hmm. That was a great Pacers team too.
Mm-hmm.
If Michael Jordan, if the Bulls weren't there, we could have went to the finals.
Yeah, the Pacers would have gone to the finals a couple times.
In fact, his last finals, we took him to Game 7.
Yep,
I remember that.
1998. 1998. I covered that series. I covered that series, and I was so excited to cover that series because low key, I was a fan of the Pacers. Reggie Miller back in the day, Reggie Miller, Chuck Person, Rick Smits, Mark Jackson when he joined there. I was not only a Bulls fan back in the 90s, I was a Pacer fan.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, I love Market Square Arena. Now I got nothing against Gamebridge Fieldhouse. Been in that place, called a few games in that place, but there was just something about Market Square Arena.
Oh, fun trivial fact. Market Square Arena was the last place Elvis performed.
Yeah.
And they still tore it down. But anyway.
I don't know why.
In fact, I still remember seeing the cameras because they actually had the camera shot of when they implode the building.
I remember that. What's up, Chaos?
All right, what's good, man? What's good, man? Hey, y'all talking about the Knicks and the Pacers, and the interesting thing about it, back a decade, well, it's not actually 20 years ago, around the time before the Palace brawl, I think that would have been their last shot to win championship, personally, because Ron Artest said he was doing very well, whereas he's not only gonna be an all-star, but there was some other things labeled in the first few games, and then when that happened, it just destroyed the whole franchise.
It tore them apart.
Yes,
it tore them apart piece by piece.
And the franchise.
Then when Jermaine's knees went out, it was over.
Yeah,
and the strange thing is, if I remember, that was the 2003-2004 season. The Pistons went on to win the title.
Well, you know, it's funny, that interview that Reggie had with his old teammates said that year, because how the Lakers were structured now, he said if they were able to get out of East and they play them, they had a very high chance to really win the championship.
Oh yeah.
So it tell you there was two opportunities.
Yeah.
And because
the Pacers speed on that 2014, that 2003-2014, the Pacers speed alone would have surrounded them.
Yeah.
And people forget.
Go ahead.
People forget, before his knees went out, Jermaine was a monster.
Jermaine O'Neal was something else.
Yeah,
that dude was a monster. He did about everything.
Besides that incident right there, in the first round, the Pistons wound up seeing the Pacers and they blew them out. There was one game the Pacers had a chance to win, and Tayshaun Prince saved the game for him.
Yeah.
With that block where he was with that flying block and he flew out of bounds to save a layup. That was a layup. You know,
and Reggie said he should have dunked it. And I said,
he knows he should have dunked it. He should have dunked it.
Well, you know, I think Reggie, because at his age and stuff, he thinks that it was just like that. He think he had a clean cut to the lane. If he was like that real young Reggie at the time, he was here to throw it in there.
Well, he had a half-court lead on Tayshaun Prince, and Prince flew out of nowhere. You know how many points were scored by the winning team in that game? 71.
Yeah, it was the lowest scare. That's why I said the defense on the East that year said, yeah, if they play any Western team, they were automatically going to win the championship.
They would have handcuffed the Lakers. And the Lakers had no business coming out of the West anyway. They handcuffed San Antonio.
Yeah, I think they were shot by
Derek Fisher.
That really demolished the whole series with the Spurs.
Yeah.
They were shocked
Had the Spurs won game 5 of that series, they'd have won the West.
Yeah.
Because there's no way Minnesota was keeping up with San Antonio that year.
Yeah.
That year was an anomaly for me. 2004.
Yeah, here's a fun one to go off on. If you need to go to bed, snowman, okay. But we're gonna watch BGS rant about Pearl for about 2 minutes.
All right.
Which she hasn't done in a while, which she normally doesn't do. Okay.
The black community, because you're black, so you would know. Because I don't. Why, if you can't talk about race, why would you make that the topic? Okay, so all right, we're gonna watch. I think it would be funny to steal their viewers. I do think it would be funny. So you guys should tell them in the chat to come over here and like the video.
Black men are scared of fuck of what black women are gonna say. That's what happens. Okay, I know that.
Sadly,
how come I don't do pro-black? I don't only do one pro-black show now. Okay, one. Okay, I could have my own pro-black show in the pro-black sector. All I have to do is make a phone call. I could do a weekly pro-black show every week. Okay, with my buddy. Okay, and with the blessing, a whole bunch of.
Okay, Mercy Justice, who are you?
Mercy Justice. What you mean? Who am I? I don't know what you mean by that question.
Okay.
You know, you got the thing, the Charles Fontenot Wu. We can't see who this is in the bottom. It's blocking the person.
Okay.
Blocking what?
Oh no, we see now. Okay, all right, we see. Now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I gotta check, man. Got trolls.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Lots and
Pro-black
lots of trolls.
that are influential in the pro-black sector. Okay, if I wanted to, I don't do it. It's because I believe in fucking change. That's what I believe in. Yeah, you motherfucking wimp ass motherfuckers think that you guys are in the pro-black sector. I could do that shit. I can do it tomorrow if I want to. I can make more money in the pro-black sector than here. Why am I here? Because I'm saying shit that I can't say over there. And I've been saying it. And people that know who the fuck I am, that know my voice, Paul's one of them, knows that I can do that shit. Okay? Paul's in here. Paul know I can do that shit. In a heartbeat. But I'm getting tired of you lame ass motherfucking so-called know-it-alls. I gave you guys a motherfucking chance, okay? So maybe they know something. Maybe they know what the fuck they doing, okay? I am sorely disappointed in you lame ass so-called pro-black leftist motherfuckers, okay? I am. Not even good leftists. Not even a good fucking leftist on top of that, okay? I was a KPFK leftist, okay? Progressive. Back in the early 90s. And y'all some lame ass motherfucking leftists, okay?
Damn.
RedTube is better than y'all.
Ooh. That's an
Ooh.
insult.
Ouch.
Ouch.
I have never heard BG. I've heard BGS go off before.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard.
I told him earlier today, man, you chose violence on Thanksgiving. Good Lord.
He did, man.
You claim they come in, I'm a Democratic leftist. You ain't motherfucking Democratic leftist. Lame motherfuckers.
Ooh. How many times did BGS
okay?
use the word?
We doing politics, global politics, local politics. Y'all don't even fucking watch C-SPAN, okay? And that's the baseline. That's the fucking baseline. All you do the fucking baseline shit. Claim that they're politically savvy. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Check.
Dumbass.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Who is
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. Oh, hello. What do you watch? Pearl? What do you think about Pearl? Who are you?
Who are you? Yes.
Well, hi. Nice to meet you.
Yes, but who are you, sir?
Well, what would you like? My first name? Would like my address? What would you like?
Okay, we're not playing this game right now.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that was just weird.
Stupid bastard. Stupid, ignorant fucking bastard. We
Because
keep
it's
saying,
courteous
who the fuck we keep saying who the fuck are
yourself.
you, and you want to play this. We keep saying who the fuck are you, and you want to play this round. This is
We're not playing this game today.
No.
Yeah, we got almost 4,000 people watching across platforms.
Dealing with event.
And the worst thing about
Don't
you
bring it up.
come here and introduce yourself. Those come here and promote your channel on the sideboard. That's the disrespect. That's rude. This is a small channel, but still, don't do that shit.
You talk about bad men like that, bro. They're not choosing. We choose them. They don't choose.
Question for Pearl, and then you can actually.
Sometimes why do they pick these people? Okay, why do they pick these people? Y'all, they're just one level above street dudes. Why do they pick these people? Like these people are supposed to be the best of us. I never got that. They put them on these panels. And Pearl, I don't know why. Well, I know she felt loyal, okay? Because they had her on early on when she starting up, okay? Because I do the same shit, man. You go to little channels, it's because you try to give them a boost.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So we respond, and then we go to the fellas. I see you, CJ. Pearl, do most women know about all these men move out there. Because in my head, it comes Future, Nick Cannon, Cam Newton.
Why do they listen to Fatty? Fatty don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Why do they listen to his? Why is Fatty on these goddamn panels? Fatty don't know what the hell he's talking about. How come all these people cluster around the same group of folks? Okay,
like usually the guy that has already a track record and women still flock to them. This is a very visible. I don't think this is like
women know, but we hate that we love them. Like, oh, I love him so much. I hate it. We hate that we love the criminals, the players, the rappers, in this case, the entertainers, the really unstable men we just love. And you can see this because when women are young and hot, that's who we pick. When we're old, ugly, and mind you, this girl, she's starting with the disrespect. None of this is called out. Okay, none of they're not checking this. Which, whatever, I'm kind of walking into the lion's den. You see the face this woman's making? None of this is going to be checked. I'll get checked, but they won't get checked.
Yeah.
And you wonder why black women are so bad. It's like...
Yeah, I know, because she's saying the same shit that I'm saying, right? Okay? They'll check her, but they won't check the black women for being unruly. But she's 100% right, because white men will check white women, okay?
Yes, they will.
White men know they'll get checked, okay? Looking fresh and fit. Look at the whatever podcast. They check the shit out of their women, okay? And these dudes got their head down, okay? Look at them. But she's 100% right. I can't argue with her, right? Out of the mouth of a white woman, okay? I can't argue with her because she's 100% right.
Yep. Sadly.
The black men never hold them accountable for anything. And if they
God damn, man, that's embarrassing. That's fucking embarrassing, man. I want to turn this shit off right now, man, because a white.
It is. It's bad when even girls sees that black men don't hold black women accountable for their bullshit.
Black women accountable.
Woman has to say it, okay? A fucking white woman. A white woman sees this shit. And black men like, a white woman sees this shit. And he's talking about all women. A white woman, a fucking white woman, whether you like it or not. A white woman is saying the same shit that we've been saying that we get castigated for, okay? And people don't believe in the fucking gynocracy. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, continuing. I want to shut this down and go take a fucking drink, man. Because I haven't really watched it before. As soon as she said it, man, I want to throw my headphones across the room right now because if she was lying, man, I'd call her a liar, but she ain't lying. This is worse than the goddamn black fatigue shit.
Yep.
I'll open it up in a minute, man. Let me play a little bit more, man, before I get too pissed, man. Because I'm good, man. VHS, go sit your ass down, man, for a second. Go take a drink, man. Let me calm down, okay? So I can get through some of this.
Crash out, then I'm the bad guy. It's like, all right, and used up. I mean, that's when we go for the stable guys. And we do a very good job, we do a very good job convincing them we love them. So I don't know if any girl comes in and is like, I love the stable guys. It's like, at 20, did you? Usually not. So. And we can't help it to some degree. We cannot help that we are attracted to men that show signs of dominance. I think a lot of us we wish we could turn it off, but we can't. It's just what we're attracted to. We're biologically hardwired to do that. Unfortunately. So we're biologically hardwired to. So she's offended, and I would assume it's because she dated a criminal. I'm going to assume. I think there was someone there because women get offended by this when they're dating the stable guy, and they're like, "Oh, he can't know."
Yeah,
he can't know.
Did you say you're biologically hardwired to
want chaotic, criminal, dominant? Yeah, dominant. Because you got to think of like Ted Bundy. He had women. Yeah, he had women writing him love letters.
Yeah,
he impregnated a woman. He impregnated a woman while he was in prison for murdering women. This is a real Luigi Mangione.
I don't think that's a woman thing. I think that's a thing that certain women do.
Well, now she's going into the not all women are like that.
Not all women are like that. Here we go. Okay, you see, the nuance shit. Okay,
saying women like criminals. And by the way, I started with a white example. It was white women that were crushing on Ted Bundy and Luigi Mangione. But I don't like being disingenuous. I don't like when women gaslight and pretend they don't know something.
Yeah,
I don't know much about this woman, but I just have a hard time believing that.
Damn! This is a white woman. This is a fucking white woman saying this shit, man. Yep. I'll be damned. There's a white woman saying this shit. How bad can it be?
Keep listening.
Brothers won't say this. It takes a white woman to actually call it out. Are you fucking kidding me?
Doesn't know women that have dated criminals. I just don't believe it. And it's because of the stats when it comes to the Black community and my personal experience, right? So this isn't just...
They have interviews on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. Interviews of what do you want, a 9-to-5 guy or a scammer or a drug dealer? Which one do you want? Which one do you analyze? Okay, guess what they all say? 90% of the time, they don't want a 9-to-5 guy. They want a scammer or drug dealer until they get what, 30, 35?
Yep.
Fucking kidding me?
Facts, data, and statistics. It's also just what I've experienced is that Black women just tend to go for more thug-like guys. You know, they like the criminals. Black men that I know
out of their own mouths, they say that shit.
Yep.
That date Black women, they've had a similar experience.
Had one
And I'm okay
confess
with
that
people
to
having
me.
different experiences, but what I don't like is being disingenuous. So, anyways, you are correct.
There's no.
Hold on, Dad, let her land and you respond. You going to get the mic? Let her land.
Not every woman does that. There's different levels of dominance. However, we are still attracted to dominant men, and that does come in the form of if a man can kill someone else, we know he can protect us biologically. So that just is what it is.
So you find you equate dominance with you find a man that can dominate and harm a woman attractive?
That's one way that men describe it, or that's one way that men do it, and women do select those men. So I try not to apply morality. So she's trying to make it about me. She's like, Pearl, do you like criminals? Do you? And it's so tiring. So I'm trying morality to this, good or bad, it doesn't matter, because women do pick criminals. Criminals are more men that have committed a violent crime are actually more likely. They are more likely to reproduce than men that haven't. So she's trying to be a bitch, right? She's being a bitch before I'm being a bitch to her. I like it. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck.
I love
Will
it.
they check this? No. She's saying, "Oh, speak for yourself." I don't date criminals. As far as I know, there's no one I've dated that has a criminal record. So it's just, you know what I mean? I don't know anything about this woman. I didn't make this world. You know, I didn't make women write love letters.
Has that been your experience? Like, are you attracted to criminals?
Well, to be fair, I don't know many criminals. So that hasn't been my experience personally. But it sounds like these are setups. They are not debating. They're attacking your character.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I didn't even mind a little bit of a setup because I did feel like I could cook. I didn't think I would lose this. Is there another super chat I missed, or was it just that one? Black fathers were targeted for destruction, starting with the Great Society. That and crowded ghettos are the main causes of what you see today. When Europeans first arrived in sub-Saharan Africa, there was no structure more permanent than a grass hut, and only plates were in lips. Nothing much has changed. Oh, I didn't even see all these. This is so inauthentic. Your audience fishing. No, I actually think these are the most authentic streams I've done. It's not like this was a topic that I want to cover. I mean, it gives people.
Yeah, she's doing a pivot. She's doing a pivot. Okay, she's doing a pivot because it used to be she used to be classified as a Black female content creator, so called. She did a pivot. She's been doing a pivot for the past 2 or 3 years. You know. She's been doing a pivot for the past 2 or 3 years. You can actually see the chats that actually come up under her. Okay, those are not Black people that are under her. Okay, she's doing a logical, purposeful pivot. Okay, she's not doing this by accident. That's why she wanted to bring up the topic Black fatigue. She's doing it for an audience that she really wants. That's her audience now, which is TradCon. Okay, in fact, they list her as a TradCon content creator. She used to be a red pill content creator. Now she's listed as a TradCon female content creator, just like Candace Owens.
People ammo on me, right? I dated people throw in my face who I like my ex-boyfriend all the time.
Yeah.
Good guy, nothing against him. But people do that. And this just gives people ammo to like make fun of me, right? It makes it uncomfortable sometimes in public. I don't know what people have seen me say or clip, but I just couldn't not talk about this because this was just the most like this was just a canon moment for me. This was a canon moment. These experiences that I talk about, I never in a million years thought my friends would do this to me.
Oh,
and I can't unsee it now.
Oh, okay.
All right, let me keep going. But I mean, I've interviewed 1,000 people. A good chunk of them did, procreate and date men with felonies. That's not uncommon. So,
Okay,
especially in the Black community, if we're going to be honest, that's
I was
uncommon. So I don't know why you're pretending to not know what I'm talking about. Now this is what started the whole fight. Now, does it seem like I'm doing this to insult her or attack her? All I want her to do is be intellectually honest.
Yeah.
Be like, look, because let's say she doesn't know in her personal life Black women that date criminals.
Yeah.
Are we going to pretend we're not, like, you didn't see all these rappers with a billion baby mamas?
Oh shit.
She's lying. There's no way you can be in the Black community and have Black relatives that you do not know that this goes on because you're trying to shoo your women away from these guys. Okay, you are. Ask Steve Harvey's wife, who she had kids by before she married him. It's not uncommon.
That Black women love? Really? I mean, I don't really follow the rap scene, but like, we're not going to talk about, what is it, Pooh Shiesty, King Von? And I'm not saying
that's the whole Future versus Russell Wilson vibe, right? Okay, that's what it comes down to. I heard about Future, who actually cosplays a criminal. Future's not a criminal; he just cosplays a criminal.
Yeah.
Future ain't never been arrested. To my knowledge, has never been arrested. Don't have a record, but he cosplays it.
white women dip in there too. That would be very exciting for a white woman. But let's not pretend that's not more common in the Black community than the white. It just is.
It is.
Good old Jazz. That's her whole MO. She does this on every show she's on. Pearl, what's wrong with the Blacks? And I just don't like dishonesty. You gaslight these tips, but you can't gaslight me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think you know anything about the Black community, but I will say.
Now look, half this panel thinks this is funny.
About the white community. Oh, it's a lot of white women that find, men who kill other women attractive. Those are the women that were.
True, but I won't gaslight you about it. I won't gaslight. And so that's the thing. She said stuff about white women and white people. We can handle this. I say, they'll say, but Pearl, let's talk about white issues. We can. Again, I talk about conservative Christians all the time that I would say are primarily white.
Oh my goodness! I could have a field day with white conservative Christians.
You and I both, partner.
They some of the biggest,
I both.
They some of the biggest hypocrites on God's green earth. Oops, I say that out loud. Yeah, I did. And I meant every word of it.
Something funny? You want to hear something funny? What? Take a guess as to one of the first subjects Jody and I talked about when we got together 7 years ago.
Christianity.
Yep.
Oh no! Let's not even get into all the inconsistencies and all that crap. That's a whole nother
man.
Let's not talk about how the Bible was put together by a bunch of thieves and crooks. Oops! Did I say that out loud? Yeah. Anyway. Let's not talk about how the Black church has been under some crazy white people's doctrine for a number of years. It was one of the reasons why the Black church is so fucked up. Oops, did I say that out loud?
I'll say it out loud. God damn it! That's why we don't have a Bible in our house. Oops. I'll say it again. That's why we don't have a Bible in our house. Oops.
Time. But I actually think I'm nicer to Black people because I'm honest. All these other white people will lie, but they're thinking the same thing. They see the crackheads on the street. I mean,
yep.
Damn, white girl, don't tell all the truth now, all at once. Okay? They're gonna not like you again.
And are there white crackheads? Yeah, but let's be real about the majority here. I would say that's true. That's true. There are white women that do that.
I can't hear
you.
Hold on, real quick. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna say it again. Hold on, real quick.
I can't hear you while I'm talking. I don't even know why she even brought up the Black community.
You can't say that.
Now, mind you, he's not offended here. He only gets offended when the women start nagging him. You're gonna see he's not offended in the beginning. He's chill.
Until she lands. I want you to right now. We got strong personalities on the panel.
I love doing this week. Yes, when he talks about dealing with the the pro-Blacks to take up for the women, and I was like, I can hear him now. But yes, that's a sister.
Uh-huh.
That's what he's doing right now. That's a sister.
Yep.
Please let the person finish and then respond. You can't say the person interrupted you, and why you talking over me while I'm talking if you already interrupted the person. Let her finish. You the first person that can respond to her, Jazz. You the very first person. Just let her land.
I did let her land.
No, you didn't let her land.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
No, you
It's fine.
didn't.
Let's start
Oh,
now.
shit.
Okay, well, you asked me why I
Bullshit.
brought it up, the black community, because you're black, so you would know. Because, like, I don't, the whole panel's laughing.
Yeah, that's rude.
Look, I mean, it's a fair assumption. Look, I think that if people assumed I came from a rich white background or a wealthy, a middle upper class, they would be right. Is it fair to assume that black people know black people and that they see black culture on TV and in the media? I mean, I think that's a fair assumption. I really do. It's like the same reason you brought up the white community, because I'm white, and she did the same thing.
She did.
I didn't have eyes,
If you're done, first of all, that's very disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful. Now, mind you, these two start crashing out. And it said, this is how monsters are made. Because he could option A, check these two, but he won't.
Yeah.
They want this. And it's no Ilkin, or I think that's how I say your name. And it's no disrespect for you, but I'm just getting tired of men doing this. Like, be a man.
Well, all right, white
Beautiful.
girl. All right, white girl. Okay, enough.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. It's bad when even the white women see.
right.
That's
He's right,
don't get me started. I can do a whole. I can probably do a whole stream on how some of the black women in my family get away with a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, shit.
But I won't. Unless
Don't
people
let me
vote.
don't let me do a stream like that. Jesus.
Because I do my best to keep family business in house, but some people in the family they think I'm the one to fuck with, and no, you're lucky. I put my version of VHS, so I hide my version of VHS away, lock and key, but don't make me unlock that key. Don't make me unlock that door, motherfucker.
Exactly.
You don't want to see that.
You
Demon
don't want.
has no mercy.
I'm already doing my first book, Diary of a Mad Snowman, which just contains volumes from what I've been through the last 3 years. Y'all don't want me to do volume 2, which opens up, and I've already decided and put it on paper. Volume 2 is my entire dating history to present day, and all the bullshit that I've had to go through from my mother, from my sister, my ex-wife. It's basically a tell-all without naming names.
Yeah.
So trust
That's
me.
probably right one too, but
So trust me. Y'all don't want me to open up. I'll tell the Gynocracy right now. You don't want me to open that box. I put it away.
You don't want me to open Pandora's box because
You don't want me to.
Some heads are going to roll.
You don't want me to open that box. I put it away under lock and key and have kept silent for a reason.
Yeah.
You don't want me to open that motherfucker. Trust me. I warned people. I've warned a lot of people that know about my project, which shout to AI has gotten me organized for. I'm going to start recording it after the new year. But y'all just want part 1. You really don't want part 2. Because part 2 is my trip through the Gynocracy in all forms. And I got tales on top of tales on top of I'll expose this one. I was dating a woman in 2006. Had I known the term Gynocracy back then, I'd have walked the fuck off and not come back, which I eventually did. But what broke it for me is she invited me out to a party in Gary at a marina. Yeah, her friend walks up to her after I introduced myself, leans over and whispers to her, "He sounds so white." As soon as they were engrossed in a conversation, I had a brother walk me to my car and say, "Get the hell out of here and don't come back." And I'm saying this out of love because you don't want to be around this. I took his advice.
Mm-hmm.
I got the hell away and never spoke to that bitch again. Oh, did I say bitch? Yeah, I said it. Bitch.
Oh well.
I got the hell away and never spoke to that bitch again.
You be
Not
like
to
that
say-
sometimes.
Not to say she didn't blow the piss out of my phone, which she did. Never answered it.
Well, I told you about my
Was she a
private
black
age.
woman?
Yes.
Was she a black woman?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. A church-going, Bible-thumping gynocrat.
Oh, those are the worst kind. I've been in church for over 40 years. I can tell you that those are sometimes they the worst. They worse than the ones on the street.
Does that tell you anything? A Bible-bumping, church-going. I'll tell you, one Sunday, she invited me to go to church with her. I did. I wound up hanging with that bitch the entire day through 3 churches. 3 services.
3 services?
3.
Wow.
And all through the day, I'm
that's-
trying to drop hints like, honey, I'm hungry. Oh, we'll eat at the next church. I'm like, cool. Not.
3 churches in one day? Damn.
3 churches in one Sunday.
You lucky if you get a service out of me over the last 20 years. Three services in one day. Well, I did programs, but we ate between. We always ate between. We never went on an empty stomach. Good Lord.
Listen, let me just make an admission right here. I didn't know what the fuck I was getting into with this bitch. I'll make that admission at age 53. I'll make that admission loud and proud. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But that marina incident put everything in focus. I got the hell out and did not come back.
Yeah.
She called me for a week. One of the first times she called me, I was at a White Sox game. One of the next times she called me, I was covering baseball at Ho Chunk Sports Complex. And every other time she tried to call me, I was at work, either covering a game, doing my website, preparing to move. She got the hint after a while. I don't want to fucking talk to you.
It is what it is.
This was, and I will say it again. This was a Bible thumping gynocrat, knee deep.
She took you to 3 services that's torment. I wouldn't do that to a woman.
That's torment. That's torture. And when I got home, my mother, bless her heart, had a plate waiting for me. She had a plate waiting for me.
At bare minimum, after one service, you at least need to go get some chicken or something.
You know what?
I mean that's just out of courtcy. If I'm taking a date to church,
I got enough and ing. Ma'am, I was cramping so bad. I was cramping so bad it wasn't even funny.
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we haven't addressed the hypergamy that stemmed from slavery. Because see, we don't want to talk about how they were hypergamous during slavery. See, we don't want to talk about that. But I think they were hypergamous during slavery, sleeping with the slave owner. And I don't think it was always rape. I don't think so. They want to tell the story. The white man always racist. No,
I can tell you from a deep feeling deep in my stomach, they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't. Come on, stop the damn cap.
Oh, I unfortunately Valdez mentioned something some years ago. Angry Man, shout out to Angry Man. He pointed out some years ago that the more I read, the more I think too. Sometimes I think some of these towns that got lynched, towns that got burnt down because some black heifer went to the Klan.
Agreed.
And told on us.
Agreed.
I hate to say that, but
hey, let the truth speak for itself.
The more I read, the
They
more
don't
I'm
want to
like,
talk about it.
damn, you've been fucked
They
up
don't
for a
want.
long
They don't want to
time.
talk about it though. Hmm.
Oh no, they want to quote unquote keep it a secret.
Shit.
They want to sweep it on the rug and keep it a secret. Oh.
Repeating my sentence.
Reason why.
Go ahead.
And the reason why I believe slavery was done was to preserve the white family. Like, if you really think about it, our sisters don't want to cook and clean. Why?
They just want to
That's
make
why
money.
they
But
brought
go
us
ahead.
over here. They brought us over here, right? They brought us over here to preserve the white family. The white woman was tired of cooking in the kitchen. So now you got the black woman in there. I mean, the white woman didn't even want to raise her kids. They had the black woman doing all that, raising their kids. They had us working out in the
Yeah, they
field
did.
to preserve the white family.
They did.
So now what's going on? Well, a lot of people don't understand what's going on now. Since we got our freedom now, the white family is now falling apart. It's falling apart, man. We talk about the black people fighting. You know, white people, they be going at it, bro. The white men and the white women right now, they're not getting along. They're really not getting along.
They were never getting along.
And,
One of the biggest lies ever told was, don't nothing happen in this small town here. Don't let you add. Don't you believe that? Don't you ever believe that bullshit? That is some bullshit.
My first experience with a small town was when I went away to college in 1990. I went from a town, Chicago,
Damn, I was barely in the second
basically.
grade, but go ahead.
Say it again.
I was barely in the second grade, but go ahead.
I went from a town of 3.5 million people to a town of 18,000.
Ooh. Where everybody knew everybody, huh?
Everybody knew everybody, got to know everybody. I was 18 years old. Did I know what the fuck I was doing and going away to Missouri? Fuck no. I just wanted to get out of the house. I just wanted to get the bloody fuck out of the house. Let me just be totally real.
Okay.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just so happy to be free from my parents.
Oh yes.
Because my mother took control of the recruiting process, not my dad. I wish dad would have, but I think part of the reason my dad died of cancer is because he succumbed to the gynocracy within the family, but that's a book for another reading. Dad took me to the fellow who got me my scholarship to Northeast Missouri State, put his arms around me, and he said, "You study hard." My mother tried every trick in the book to convince me to stay home. And when I say every trick in the book, she didn't even put the University of Illinois on the table. And that's barely 2.5 hours south of Chicago. And when I didn't realize this until much later in life, but the universities that I was applying for, Nevada, Las Vegas, California, Berkeley, University of Oregon, University of Washington, they were far away. I wanted to get the fuck away. I didn't realize that shit at the time of how far away I wanted to get. But my dream school was Nevada, Las Vegas. But then again, it wouldn't have been in dream school because every 6 months, my parents would visit Las Vegas. So it's like, fuck. But yeah, I went to a town of 18,000 and got the culture shock of my life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, fuck. Strange thing is, I wanted to stay put. I wanted to at least try to make a living in Kirksville, Missouri. I didn't want to go home. I will say I'm glad I did. It gave me a chance to really find out what I wanted to do in life. I will say that part. Because if I hadn't gone home, I don't think I would have discovered or found a way to have my way in broadcasting, quite honestly. Did we lose AB?
Yeah, what if I told you that modern day slavery lasted until 1963?
I believe. I believe, brother. You ain't gonna tell me that twice.
I'm talking
I
about
learned
real
that
slavery.
shit.
I'm not talking about real slavery. I ain't talking about figurative, because figurative slavery goes on today. I'm talking about real
yeah.
slavery.
Listen,
That's
I'll
another
say
part
it
of history I
again.
want to talk about.
I'll say it again. I believe. I partially saw it and didn't know what the hell was going on when I was growing up. I believe.
You know, my dad told me, because I'm on, I thought I was, knew a little history. So I told my dad, I said, the Emancipation Proclamation ended slavery 1865. And my dad told me he had met a slave. I was like, you met a slave? Wait, it ended in 1865. How did you meet a slave? My dad was born in 1947. I'm like, oh,
Right.
that's later. How did you meet?
Right. Absolutely right. How the hell did that happen? You know where
That's
I
another
learned
part of
about
history I want to talk about.
All these parts of history they don't want to talk about. We discovered the hard way. You know how, besides my dad, you know how I learned about slavery? My granddad. My granddad was born and raised in Macomb, Mississippi. And he shared some stories with me. Oh, his internet went out. That's what happened. Can you get back in, or do you want me to close it down, AB? That's what happened. His internet went out. And I thought mine had gone out.
Oh, I'm back. Okay, I was watching.
Oh, there you are.
I was watching some of the highlights, of previous game.
Mhm.
Flag. Cooper Flag has a good future. He's not.
I'm not worried about Cooper Flag. He has bust written all over him.
He has bus. You think he's a bus? Damn, man.
I'm harsh. I am playfully harsh.
Why you say he a bus? You know they've been praying for White Hope since Larry Bird in the last 33 years.
I don't give a fuck. I have a simple rule. If you can play, show me. I used to live in Missouri, so that's why I went by the motto, show me. I'm not sold on Cooper Flag. I wasn't sold on Cooper Flag at Duke. And he only played 1 year there.
Well, that was no premise, because they want these guys to come out early. They got like the high.
I'll bet you any kind of money if Mike Krzyzewski was still the coach at Duke, Cooper Flag would still be playing at Duke.
Okay.
I'll bet you any kind of money.
possible.
I'll bet
Yeah,
you
my,
anything. Oh, your internet went dead.
Yeah, my internet went out for a minute.
Oh,
It's
yikes.
It's possible.
Okay.
It's possible.
Happens to everybody.
It's
Yeah.
possible. Like I said,
I will keep true to my statement. If Mike Krzyzewski was the coach at Duke, Cooper Flagg would still be at Duke getting better.
Mm.
But Mike Krzyzewski got the fuck out of Dodge when the NIL deals came a-calling.
Mm.
Roy Williams got the fuck out of Dodge when the NIL deals came a-calling.
What's NIL? Can you explain so people don't understand?
Name, image, likeness.
Name, image, likeness.
In other words, when the players
You can make money off of your name, your image. In other words, you can make money off of your name, your image, or your likeness.
In other words, when the players got really started getting paid, huh?
Yep. Legally started getting paid.
Mm.
So the coach don't want these players getting paid. Interesting. From college.
That's why what's her name left in Alabama from
Nick Saban.
Nick Saban.
So they want you to
they couldn't use them as money. They couldn't make money off them.
Nick Saban saw what was coming down the pike, and he said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Mm-hmm.
I think players should get paid. Well, yeah, that's another story.
But yeah, I'm about to shut down, fellas.
Yeah,
it's that time.
Yeah.
I'm sleepy.
It's after 2. It's after 2. Holy cow! It's after 2 in the morning, and I still got work to do.
Yeah,
and I got to clean up a doggy mess because apparently I forgot to take Lucy outside. So, all right, yeah, she's getting old. I hate the fact that I met her while she was getting old, but that's my baby. So I got to go take care of her.
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody that came through. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace. Yo, this is AB Media 83. Want to support the channel? Hit the Cash App. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Also, be sure to hit that bell notification so you can be notified next time I upload a live stream or video. And always remember, keep it grinding, keep it pushing, keep it moving. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace.